Wa mama de so obehwe wadi friye mu. Se wo pie monten so akodi djumadi ahodo. Wo ko unyuma so. Papa no andane ye bambofo mapa. Wabɛda ne jafa dubu wabɛprapra wanimu waprapra wakwai mu watutu wanamo de asiye ɛne nyina nkamfua no obo ho ba hwɛ so na ɛda ne ba wie ye na wo dan wani abafia wɔkɛse na nkasa ɛnda ne mununkum ɛbɛbɔ wakiri dɔmo wankura wɔ ne nsayɛmo Esan semprempre ewiase etumirika na wiase mirika tu etue wampe obutan bi amfa wo ho ankohinta na chi a enfram abone ne bo a ebetamo de wako aropa isu atena se team ni nyina no aye ready wo fiduam ho ase production team no ochiama ba ASN chill na head production no Michael Yaro ewo MCR Samuel Dingo na cameras na chi Abransa wa mani ampo ebo achiri domo Kelly hwe social media no mana preke technician on duty within the Osikani Frimpong Manso if you are no pay so metinemu dia mabarima ba na kuna du abupra Arope be din komo e da sese wa kan ho abusu ade akwache na se ya nchini a enya ade e beti asem foforo friend run na adwo ya da ya bepem mprempre ensam de asisi wo memu ase sansam kro no anti na na no pensu enya adaje a ye kruchi de esefata se asutie de esefata se ano ade hu komo ye de abesu abobu anu a ye ba be ye hu adwuma na unso wo chefe wo mu nso watimi ye de aba adope ye da ase yentu ye ho ye ho fune ye nsi ye hu nkran na anope me pa chautie adanu ada wo bi di ye pa na ye di ani pa di ye no wo pi be no asamu ana wo ka kire no se womu adi ye wo abrabo emu nyira no one way or the other they did not try to avoid failures. And the people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid failures. They are the ones who learn how to respond to failure with optimism. Was it the people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid failure? They are the ones who learn how to respond to failure with optimism. Way Accra tabia Darren Donnelly. Relentless optimism. But Jonya Dajia. What do you call Amazon? Nako download bi nakai on page 91 of the book. But say the people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who learn how to respond to failure with optimism. Abusia? Wabra kwantuo ya yetutu ya namo aku enimu kakran no. Me say ayade ya nkugwodie ebeba. Nkugwodie ka eye abrabo na yebo no bi. Etutu ho ase prakope. Na wo psyche wo psyche wa adwene hu no se. Nkugwodie twase ba na nkugwo ne ba. Me mama ba mu me pema komani mu me ye de sese mitimi ye bia. Amaniama get back on track their mamia. Wo sa nipa no sa adwene pon krampo na wanya no kra no wo ye nkunimdifuo. Etanope dia me ka che onyina ne se wo mu enne wo ma diye na wo ma brabo akoso na wo ma pagya wo abrabo ebu nyina no. Abusia enye se nkugu a men wo ntamadan nkugu ben wo ntamadan nanso no Wamu amusua bibi enya sua hunu fi enkugu adie mu no. Safuo no ene be wie kire no ye from enkunimdifo eti anopɛ ne wonam mu no kai na hye no so se etwase si etwase fam gold kra no ya man ni wie a se ya refine ye de fajamu na ya hye gold na ho den enti de wonam mu mprempren kai na hye no so preko pese ya pese usua bibi di firi mu enti na wonam ne wonam mu no enti anopɛ wamu a dinkugua ana wamu ma dinkuni mu abrabo mu nyina no aye wamu a nkugua die ben wo montama dan no wama mo ma bamu amu na wamu hunu se nkugua die no so ka abrabo no ho binti no ye nya hwe hunu bi de firi nkugua ye die no mu se ne bejo a ye sha asesi e pagya bia mu a experience na ye nya no be crying kakran se ne be ya ye ni nkugua bia mu. Have a relentless optimism. People who succeed aren't the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who learn how to respond to failure with optimism. Western in the morning, live on Wontumi 101.3, live on Western Time on television. Join the conversation with your WhatsApp and text message 0248071174. 0248071174. We are live on all our social media platforms. Western Diamond TV on Facebook. Like and page. We are now a share. We are also live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. Let's get interactive. Are you aware, sir? Wamai Ghana. And dumso, and ya can say aben wabaye, and yet what you rabimu, na ye bompire set, baby, our dear Rano, or bet me a year free mu. As we speak now, are you aware, sir? There is a looming doomsday crisis, a day anymore ebana. Wamai bianwa and they are say the power sector a week, the energy sector a week. Industries are who do ankran nyuma any aban no munu kra ni nyuma no eya na empempino returns ni wo famo ya kai de dum so de be since o my Ghana ko mu under President John Mahama the first time in office as a president and from 2013 babesi 2016 awie ya kai de wodi ye ko mu enyina mo nkane ho nsamo amani be share bo bebre se enne ya ka say se wo pa nyina mo nkane a bomaden se obetua nyina mo nkane abo a eso de e wo soro ya geto mu tua enso no still na ya da so eda dumsom abusia and rather one tie the energy minister should be worried this morning me say and rather energy minister central for shemu one tie bi no should be worried this morning and I know sir safo ni nyina no and ne ya ka say wo mo yam hyehye wo esan say your boom compound here in 2013 ababesi 2016 under President John Dramani Mahama wadi dum so ebe sinsen ye nkomu na wasan so ababiem na per all indications na kira pefe se dum so no and the experience and prepare e di nkuma mu na mo no na kese ebe ba na ya yam hyehye pa and all the energy minister ni dey a show pefe se baby cause one ministry why one minister no has no idea baby cause one ministry why one minister no when near strategical way what they solve sa problem no and they air cause no e do the joint in upon that we know vociferous and what can agree can somewhere kese and kasa kra no I say kasa ne ma I say kasa no emma. And as we speak now, based on what the energy minister said yesterday, no say car power ship Usman Khan serves notice to shut down their plant by 18th May due to $400 million debt. And you know, car power ship no, and a wohono. One say, when my Ghana do $400 million, and you know, question there way any mui, one more ebe doom a year, one more plant, you know, one more doom no swa, and yeah, certain part of the country will be plunged into darkness. And near woho near a $400 million and a daho. Car power ship unkwadi no. The other IPPs in so council at the hwa SCA. Now no pen come on my page maybe some say abai ban wa bebo sa aka ya gu ho ya na aha. Sa aka no especially the car power ship and after the other IPPs you know can na say no so say extend from a year abai dada bia breso et you know ya carry nyina bomo ya carry say legacy debt at the power sector. Enti ebia kufu abreso eka kakra bae Prof Mills abreso eka kakra bae President Mahama abreso eka kakra bae na dankwa kufu abreso eka kakra bae and afei emprempren yakadi nyina bomu a ene eye legacy debt a since o my Ghana komu a yehunu kwa efa so a yetua sa aka no enti no car power ship has seven notice to government say nyame ya domu a 8th of May eye kwese da ebe say aban antria eka no a wadu omo no a they have no other option than to shut down their plant and Ghana baby ebenya eye power outages. Energy minister say ye pese ye keep the lights on ye here 1 billion Ghana cedis to keep the light on. Now you can am shishia ye twen ya dwene seed ye car power ship air car so ne say emprempren ye ka say we have only 2.6 days of fuel left to power our generators and turbines. Tebie was say ye here 1 billion Ghana cedis. Send ye bejwa. Dum so no ene ye ka say e da animu a eba no. Ye de be so no and as at enra no na ene fuel aka ye betimi dia power ama enyinamonkanea aba Ghana fada nyina no na ka 2.6 days. It's approximately aka 2 days. Watina ana ene fear day any watina memene. And you know, the car power ship air kase on Sunday. Sabana and Triasa $400 million a car or do one by shutting it down. No, a correspondent to a year near and rather the energy minister can say fuel aka power a year turbines to generate power for the nation. No, I can't just 2.6 days. Enti kwasi da edu mukania kai na say no say minister na di ka be catch on that say you be 1 billion Ghana cedis say na be de to fuel e dey power anya sanso dia say anya sa sika no a ene fuel na aka na 2 days pe enti 2 days ni duru na car power ship so edu mo mukania no ahunu ba bia enkomo no nso efiri a eba o man Ghana ba bia ye gina nie ye bi o man Ghana gina nie enti I am shia nipa bi mu ehia wo mo hia enyina nkane ade ye wo mo enuma I am hyehyom ni nyina no ne fare bai enie ye bisa se ade na ban dada no eye a wotimi ma enyina nkane agina ne nan so for you can say 8 good years. Now dan kwakufuado take office 2017 we have say 7 years 2017 now dum so kakran negotiations na afei enkoma a woni IPPs na di ye efa eka na aban dada na body ato de dada no ho no saa ne ma ni nyina bi eka ho bi ama ene ya ye kesei wotimi ema enyinam kane agina so e o mamu ase enfie enson ejino I was expecting say aban handing over note a wo de core energy sector no ne wo de ma eye the energy minister no menim say wo mu state wo mu say ekwan we ya fa asunti a enyinam nkane no ejina ne nan so for the last 7 years na anase woman state wo mu so am state wo mu so na enei aban ase won fa eye de ye ka de say MPP aban dada na eye de a ene na etoji wo mara yes na etoji wo mara me kai pa President Mahama wiki ya mu wase that by inherited a troubled energy sector with mounting debts. Also buy no energy sector no a kapa and I buy that no abodi agu and yes you yate a legacy debt o crowd ya kahumbi 2016 dia no na do beto ye no otua bi no wetimi antua ni nyina etu dia kahumbi etino empenti a picture say abandada no kwa na abosa aka ni nyina no e de agu ho mesrawo I say we inherited a troubled energy sector with mounting debts, but we have clear strategies in place, and I am confident that we may clear the debts by early next year. President John Dramani Mahama. Enti ade ne de eka pa ene wo ho. Eyeka na wo ho. IPPs na nche won so be ba bontia ba be ka kira ban se eka wo de nyina no bomoden na betua enye sa ye bedum eye ye machines ni nyina ka power di ka dia betum o de ye ku animu na nche bia o beti se wo mo nso e de ba be bomu na me hwe anim se sona na sogli enso e de ba be bomu se wo mo edum wo mo plan because time wana na do ete so no sona na sogli tese niema wo ye ya wo de tete aban dada ne pa wo eka no wo de wo mo ho no ene minim se wo mo da so wo mamu ha dia wo mamu ha dia ya ku animu no the other IPPs no so esore so mo bedan ka se ye tese so na soglin so issue statement say aban ya wo bai betua ka no a wo medum mo plant no yes etiano no say we inherited a troubled energy sector with mounting debt, but we have clear strategies in place, and I'm confident that by early next year, we can turn things around and make everyone happy. President John Mahama, is he capable of turning things around? Is he capable, say, and the strategies one of us were put in place, and I bet you the needed results are now. Yajinidi sa yajinidi because adanu adade ye say nipa no wonnim no a na wahwe na bra bone ne suban a wabo emre bi abesene kro yes etiano no wam so mo strategy a wam de eba na aban dada no nei e kapa wo bogu ho at the energy sector no ene yesi yo yate but o check document from the archives in 2016, time when President Mahama Efra Konyane Sono, na a kankwa the energy sector, Abusia, a kankwa na energy sector ono, na $5.2 billion. 2016, a kankwa na daho a car, and the President Mahama in 2016, waja to daddy to ho. Say adan kwaku fuad MFA saka na wonye bibi fa ho no na $5.2 billion and so ye bi say $5.2 billion no na Mahama ejina sa kai so ade ye jina dum so mu for 3.5 years na do ba ye na saka na da ho and so no wo ba ye no wo ye bibi fa enyina mo nkane na nyina ne nan no ho ne nan so no ho ema ye nyankane adamu for emfie nson na ka no ho etino negotiations ben aban dada no ya womo ane adu amoka at the energy sector na enya ntiase supply nkania ema ye da nkania mu emfie nson President Mahama wadaroma fa phone na frɛ na adan kwakufu ade na bisa no yes that is it asa say yajitum say government is continuous there and yes you don't need to complain. And in 2016, na energy sector debt no, I have $5.2 billion. I don't know the better so. President John Dramani Mahama, Pepacho, eka no eda wo no a wo se abandada na bosa aka na guama energy sector no chese aye bibia wo ho no mesrawo mo ma wo remfiri se sa aka no nso no woni ye bia utuye ene anamon bia utuye abra wo ye mampani wo Ghana ha se no nso epeja eka no kosoro mo yankai kura no a power purchase agreement when some of the IPP says sign take or pay agreement and also contribute to you can say the rise in debt at the energy sector. And World Bank Krampo former country director Pierre Laporte say Bahama energy sector agreement and a near can say are drowning Ghana's economy. World Bank, former World Bank country director Pierre Laporte asemu okan enie. Na yetromemu na ne can say and take or pay agreement President Mahama wo say emre bia besin call of the IPPs. And namunkani an wo produce see use ye bo ka over 12 billion Ghana cedis. Na chese wo boy abura na say wo ye energy sector ni ye. And na waba ebe complain say e ka pa na da ho na ka da ho no abandada no aye hu bi pa wo ho enti no wabai what the strategies ebe gu apono so yate pa so the strategies ebe gu apono so a yate. And clearly there is a looming doom so energy minister no is refusing to admit the fact say enyina mo nkane ho nsam wo memu ase mprempren enyina ne nan so. He is failing to admit that fact. And no obeka we ade eche no obeka we akura de okeka to a ema me yam sisi me nie. Or say we should not panic. There is no looming power crisis. Energy minister. Enti obedi san kobo we nyina na opagya san kobo we nyina awie. Na obeka kire Ghana fo say ene car powership say kwasiada wombe dumeye wo plant no esanse de wo ka 400 million ye mprempre ye hia 1 billion Ghana cedis na dey atofu their power ye turbines no amana produce electricity na enyina ye kan say fuel aka ye de be power me nya kanea 2.6 days na president Mahama be kire say abandada no boka to wonti ye ka say e kapa na amre the energy sector na ni nyina nkamfu ano Minister Sansu Nyakuduro be catch that Ghana for say. Mama ya wura ho mama ya babu mama ya mo hihye yan esanse nya de adum so eba. Adabraka honorable. Ehefo na upese odu o ma dwen di agro no. Picture wa painting nyina no clear say there is a looming power crisis ahead of us. And this identity President Mahama said and ye what the nyama pa gugu akwan so a whatever betua a car ya bo at the energy sector by early next year no sa aka ni nyina ye betumi atua a portion of it na fe ye nyina ye ne age ama ye da nyina munkania mu na minister I say magana fo eye mo hyehye wo mo me ye mo hyehye me bua kwase da car powership edumu a na baby anya nyina munkania ya no akoka che so we should be truthful. No, there is a looming power crisis. The minister Nekano, when you prefer say no cre, one no pass say near what can no cre challenges what energy sector one he has no idea of how to solve those challenges. And when Wakadia, I teach the Ghana for red, Wakadia teach the Ghana for red, say, Mo Bia Yamushano, but truly. Nia Bobano, any nine, any be nine chain 2013 to 2016, dear President Mahama dear Fremu, our memu say, a bad dumso one. Etiano no. The Bajo MCR fa my entire minister no video ni biwai na yan kran samu a wakan ye because ebimo adwinimo yo wokesene ne but we are telling you the truth.
Alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious. I must be frank with you, Chairman. Today, as I sit here, this morning, my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel we have to take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we'll be going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is why we are pushing for some private sector participation in ECG's operations. It does not entirely solve the problem, but it takes us to another level. Car Power has just sent us a letter that by 18th, they will shut down the plant because we owe them more than $400 million. IPPs alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious. I must be frank with you, Chairman. Today, as I sit here, this morning, my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel we have to take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we'll be going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is why we are pushing for some private sector participation in ECG's operations. It does not entirely solve the problem, but it takes us to another level. Car Power has just sent us a letter that by 18th, they will shut down the plant because we owe them more than $400 million. IPPs alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious. I must be frank with you, Chairman. Today, as I sit here, this morning, my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel we have to take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we'll be going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is why we are pushing for some private sector participation in ECG's operations. It does not entirely solve the problem, but it takes us to another level. Car Power has just sent us a letter that by 18th, they will shut down the plant because we owe them more than $400 million. IPPs alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious. I must be frank with you, Chairman. Today, as I sit here, this morning, my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel we have to take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we'll be going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is
the Energy Minister. It's a car ship $400 million a car IPPs, the other IPPs, $1.2 billion. A pre-Ghana, baby, there is a looming power crisis. There is a looming power crisis. That is it. Mebacho, Enra and a committee, President John Dramani Mahama is setting up to probe petitions against the Chief Justice. A share one more hearing as it. Na Accra fra ba kesi mu ba ye kan say nene na nsa na e kire pefe e de committee no nipa dodo e wo so e na wo mo e ba be probu eye sa ensem ahodo no we fi indulgence no ma yemfa Accra tane nto so na yankinke mu sem kakra mfa mawo na fi yempem enkoya ni mu etino. The letter of the release was dated May 15, 2025. I say committee probing petitions against Chief Justice to begin hearings tomorrow. That is Enra. When by an answer to Enra and a committee no equasitina one more air shots into say the committee set up by President John Mahama to inquire into 3 petitions filed against the Chief Justice will commence hearings tomorrow. That is yesterday, Thursday, 15th May 2025. The 5-member committee chaired by Justice Gabriel Scott Pawine of the Supreme Court was set up by the president in accordance with Article 146 Clause 6 of the 1992 Constitution and in consultation with the Council of State following a determination of a prima facie case against the Chief Justice. The committee will sit 3 times a week and present their recommendations to the president upon completion of their work. This release was signed by Felix Kwachio Fosu, Member of Parliament for Abra Sebuku Amankese, and spokesperson to President John Mahama, and then Minister Government Communications. And you know, when in Krata a free a bankesiemu a buyer and then an signed committee did and rather than one more share as sitting as here, one more probu petitions me and san and Crawford the bread President John Mahama said, Chief Justice, you know, and the year anyway, what then a dear, and nay a year. Constitution no ebrebra enti ne nyina so na yemfa nyina di ene yesu yo yate. But the background of this whole suspension and after removal of office and petition no hwan nyina no and some no say eboba no a lawyer fu akuku dam akasa dia fa won say ebeyanka President John Dramani Mahama enya abotre esan say Yera Vincent Akwasefo ani nuanom de nsem no kodam wo Supreme Court some kopenchire mu kakra efa 1 or 2 articles home. But President Mahama equifa Supreme Court no so eburu court na nimtia ehya ase said take decisions are leading to the suspension of the Chief Justice. Or suspending ni wie ye no ene Ghana Bar Association said prima facie case wom gina so the suspending ma me na no the set committee no wadaro ma President Mahama making available for mom no mo hwehwe mu bi eno dan chen so a with immediate effect, Ghana Bar Association call on President Mahama to reinstate the Chief Justice was suspended on Bepim ne ayekasei sadia no ebi nko so ye. Enra committee no share assistant ase no ena ene ekuo bi from census. Ekuo bi from census. Ede enkrata ba mountain so. Na pa chao Center for Citizenship, Constitutional and Electoral Systems. Wamo a petition Supreme Court to stop the committee from beginning with the probe of the petitions. And after you know, wamo and strike down the suspension warrant. Na Chief Justice no, yeri state no, etino near Ekoso and so and no, etino Center for Citizenship, Constitutional and Electoral System, Census essay. Ne ayeka say ya petition Supreme Court na ene court no enhwe no fa entansa ana tabo ento committee ni so na fei suspension do a ya suspend ye maame Chief Justice no so no eno so yen left sa suspension warrant no enfa enfri ni so. On the same issue no so no ene some members of parliament, especially those on the minority side, they say ebeyanka committee na sitena nyina no yenyi wo TV so no bia ehwe bi esan say weni tuamu a yenni nyaw sani ada no ada election petition yedi kopie mu Supreme Court a ye telecasting a live mo bia hunu de esamu no won say sa case we very sensitive enti no ebeyanka wo mo makwan na yen telecasting live na obia ehunu eye probe no committee no petitions ahodo a wo mo ebedi ho dwuma no yen nyina na yehunu bi na nkonkoya se ya wie ne aye no kolem e de akwa mampani ama mampani nso e de ono nso adwenkyere de afa ho enso etimi de aba enti na be yanka yen telecasting live no bia nya den enya akonya na wo hunu adwuma potinya committee no eyeye na obia adwene mu ene ntirim enya ne fine enti no ne ho no committee no ahye asetena se eye enrada na yesi week bia no wamo ebekwa asetena emprensa o week ba ku bia mu ntino week bia no wamo ekwa asetena empren pol miensa na afi ni wo mu nyina nso no wamo etimi ede ababedan eye Ghana mine etino eno no me pa chaw President John Dramani Mahama ene wogya wo man to ho free eye ada no ada kwasieda ekwani na mu a na Ghana ye ni president no and rather no be PM or memu asi. Obe PM or memu ya na and or thank you to Upper West region. So thank you to ho and yes you yate. Okoye. Na wakoye no enkoma wodi ye no ene me meti ye me hu dwiri me pa me say Your Excellency President John Dramani Mahama wada rumba wo akonya no wadi bida when you the first time you know and now you should know the intricacies in akonya na wudi no ena amamuo no ese hunu the in and out of it by now ye nyina ye ni mu pefe say Ghana city no emprempre appreciate it. No two ways about that. Fem ngobuo and so gradually so take inflation gradually bafomo ye nyina ye nim na woni expert ni di nkoma wo mo say ma abanya otisuo emmo no humusuo emfa basobode emma ono aho esanse wanya hweye wonfa hihye bia ngu apono so a enam so ama sidi no appreciate enam so ama ene ya ye kasai ade ye fam ngubo ba famo wonfa hihye bia ngu fam ye 4 months mu die wontimi fa hihye papa bia amaye ne budget ne kra no ne implementation kra no kabe ase ne aye bibia wo ho eche ba ne sai na ene say inflation e ba famo ama fam ngubo ba famo ama sidi no appreciate a woje credit no ede ama ho na enrada President Mahama Gina simpie so no wo finance minister Dr. Kezel Atoba forcing and afi Bank of Ghana governor abaso say wo mo etimi de hihye papa agu apono so ntino wo mabaso aha o say I wish to commend the Honorable Minister of Finance, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, and their teams for the close collaboration and coordination they are demonstrating in this economic turnaround. I am confident that by the time the Honorable Minister returns to Parliament to present his mid-year budget review in August, we will have even more good news for Ghanaians. Yati. And President Mahama, 4 months into government, what you to say? What to be say? Papa biaba, and I nam swama and nay, Sidino, I appreciate ya na. But I mean, sir, and you one I'll back at Ghana for say, I bind that dano over the past 8 years. I mismanage Ghana's economy. 8 years old. Now 4 months a pet. Adi abesi saniama. Sana eniama. We a magician and to be working magic 4 months a pet. It's a nay. Oh boy, yeah, finance minister at 2 force in Abaso. Oh boy, governor of the Bank of Ghana Abaso said, "What my idea?" Sir, really? What boy Abaso no be say measures a ben pan at the go up no so. Amen. Nay, city no I appreciate it. Yay. What we are say, our economic stabilization efforts are yielding results, evident in city gains and falling prices. President Mahama, our economic stabilization efforts are yielding results, evidence in city gains and our falling prices. Really? Anyway, Dr. Hayford Ayirakwa, or a development economist, or a University of Ghana, or sounds so a fellow. Edema APL. All right. Doc Anope, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Chair for you.
Sir Anope Boko dear.
Award Yadam. Yeah, Boko.
Edenyamiase. Me pacho and rather President John Dramani Mahama bo a year finance minister and governor of Bank of Ghana Baso say Wama timi a collaborate ya bomodin ama enei sidi no I appreciate afei so no eniema bo nso ye tete so sam momo de makwadare wo eye economics mu me e bia de meti America minim de America e bia na minim indicators no wadaroma abasobodi ye President Mahama e dey bo eye finance minister and afa governor of Bank of Ghana no de di kan ye misa se aban ba ye bosumi nan nie enhyehyɛ ben na omatimi de agu apono so a ama sidi no e appreciate ama eniema boɔ wɔn na mo se se ɛso tete ba famo e de measure saa
that's the brain medical the omanpeni ebo ne finance minister bapoa nan se o ni na to na endo mo se so no kene na ya adwene everything obekaya omanpeni budget edikan na budget automatica edikan fra omanpeni edito parliament ni ma ya get ma anu na ya dey bo for ma ho kokunani but the two just in March, I think March 11th. And technically, no, Omanpeni budgetary approval and call separate and meditate the appropriation in the 2 months. Not the end of March. So effectively, no, Omanpeni policies are the buy. It started from the 1st of April. That's about 6 weeks ago. And the Niare, Pasubiti, so far, no. And yes, the derivatives of the previous policies are no. And we say, I thought that matter we are now fair do and now. And yet, so fair do not a while. It is a while, and some finally wrong with and that are being other. That's exactly what is happening to our economy. Now, the measure of, an indicator, and the new agent to area board, Bank of Ghana, any finance minister about so anything. Did you know? I want to know. I think anything. Did you know what they out of so far? In the first quarter of 2025, okay, did you know what you mean? I think we're gaining in excess of about 20-something%, which is good. But maybe I am not yet saying extra. And this is public record. It will be able to be associated. So we call gold for what side now. We don't say a more indicative what say. I think 2025 January gold board it will toy at 6.17 tons. February gold board at 6.55 tons. March 7.8, April 9.2 tons. Now what January became over $500 million. February over $500 million. March almost $700 million. April almost $900 million. We are talking about almost over 2.3 billion United States dollars. So, we back after December 2024. Now your gold reserve in January 2023 it was about 8 tons. Because gold reserve was not part of any money at the year. And Omanpeni added the at the time. LSA, one of the main store of value of economic literature now, gold. And it a 9 power to a program to the gold one benchmark. And it is one we are definitely Nanyama Etos now it has the world gold. 101.3 and one amodem in Emerson. In Ghana, yes, led by the then Vice President, we would have to have the gold. In Ghana started building the gold reserve at the Bank of Ghana. You're taking from 8.78 tons. Now that from 1957 all the way to 2022. Gold at Ghana, yeah, so in was 8.78 tons. And they were just gold reserve. No, so they might, and not any day. After December 2024, we have to build from 8.78 tons over 60 years, 8.78 tons, to 30.53 tons. Now, let's start from 30.53 tons December 2024. Not a weapon. Now, what is that to January to April? After April, maybe after April, Bank of State Assessment, gold reserves a year or Bank of Ghana, 31.37 tons. As I say, gold tonnage a year account for Bank of Ghana is less than 1 ton. For the first 4 months of this year. Now, we should go to for the first 4 months of this year now. It's in excess of 20 tons. As a said, where is the money from the sale of gold? The over $2 billion are in the sale of gold, according to the Gold Board's own website. Who has and done. That's kind of way. So, the question I asked is it possible, sir, that you can pump into the Ghanaian market to make the cedi strong? Because now, I better say, dollar not every show. There's so much dollars in the system. And less of the cedi. And you know, people now want cedi. They can't get cedi. And you know, my cedi don't want anything. Now dollar not. They don't have the need for it again. More dollars getting less cedi. The cedi will increase in price. And that is an artificial, let's get it right. I'm not saying that is wrong. Now, Momono, if that is what we are doing, we have to be said, so that we know that this is what we are doing as a country. But if that is what we are doing, then it is not sustainable. I didn't see overshare. Okay, I say, any man will fulfill. If you attack for money, man will not fulfill. And crying, any man won't go for me. Because the trader, the businessman, is a rational person.
Yeah.
So you say near a person, a artificial. And if you say, when you must say, no one say another one is a Waboka.
Yes.
The car would answer with a Zipia one. And you know, the businessman is not prepared to reduce the price. And that is why I keep asking them. So, the here, I'm only asking questions. Where is the money? Because any Bank of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana, the dollars come to Bank of Ghana, and Bank of Ghana releases them to the market as and when. If we are not seeing this as part of our reserve, then I am tempted to believe that this money is what we are using to manipulate the city. And it is early days. On the face value of it, the city has appreciated, and it is the talk of town. If we can sustain this, we are in the month of May, June, July, August. There will be a lot of demand for the dollars for creditors to import goods towards Christmas. That is when we begin to see the true value of the city. I appreciate you, and after we are really, and now that we are raising questions, go and check from any bank. As I speak to you today, I started raising these concerns last week, and suddenly, Bank are $1. Go and check. But before last week, dollars was all over. But as I speak today, and we a businessman now in dollars. What has changed? And this is where we begin to see the true value of the dollar. And I always say, people say the value of the dollar. And yet, interbank exchange rate account. What is the black market equity? And another problem, which is happening, is I don't know whether Bank of Ghana is aware or it is deliberately doing this. The local banker, the interbank exchange rate, the Ukra dollar now for a they are quoting 12.1, 12.2. The opposite with $2 now, they are quoting 12.7, 12.8. But on the black market,
101.3.
they are quoting 13.6, 13.7. And the million, the million dollars, and I said, I can just go to a bank, request $100,000. All right? $100,000. You better money at 12.8. And that gives you 1.28 million. 1.28 million. I just go to the black market. I can sell this dollars at 13.7. And that gives me 1.37 million. We're talking about almost 100,000 TVs for doing nothing. Is this not a lucrative business? Who is benefiting from this? Is the Bank of Ghana aware of what is going on? Or it's a strategy to enrich some group of people?
Wuntumi Radio,
I'm only asking
101.3.
And so, Omanpeni has the right to commend his finance minister. But from where I sit and looking at the data and analysis, there are more questions than answers. And I wish that somebody will have the confidence to address or engage in a debate, so we know where the monies are, so that we can put our thoughts. I mean, this week's policies now, we have to clap for the president.
Yeah.
But if it is not the case, we need to point it out to the president that we are aware of what is going on. And ultimately, Ghana can't conversation. I think it is sustainable. But Manso will cut to a million. Say, on my dear,
Wuntumi Radio,
I say, a developing country like Ghana. Anyway, we continue on my import. Say, now, what's it? You are shooting yourself in the foot. Because many we are rational consumers. Already, the air produce of Ghana to home. I boy home modern say consume made in Ghana goods. And the made in Ghana goods would now appear expensive. And all the imported goods will become cheaper. And once imported goods are cheaper and of quality, you and I are rational consumers. And you better air cheaper no, and of quality. And so, whenever we are doing that, we enrich the originating country.
Radio,
the companies we are creating jobs in those countries. Meanwhile, one person will say, why establish the Export Acceleration Committee? I want to wear a chair. But you are shooting yourself in the foot. And I said, the president is not being properly oriented. So this is the implication of what we are doing. And if there's always a fine balance that we create, we strive to achieve as an economy. So there, you can also create jobs in your own country. But as it is, I'm afraid, I'm other countries because it's cheaper because their currency is devaluing, it's depreciating, and we are appreciating in our currency. Their goods are cheaper to us, and our goods are more expensive. They say it's only going to meet up to India, and they say price no value no cost to India. Don't mean to India. And so that's it. And if you can't export development, so we need to have a fine balance for economic growth and development, and not just take small boxes and pass ourselves. These are the dynamics that I wish that, as we look into the conversation, we will bring to the discussion.
Doc, Mayana say, Yamisha pa because Sadia way Chiramanfo Kumua, and yet. Womo elbow president Yabaso Bonabaso woman so mo kase ha abasobode ande say ebi wo hosa na say de ma the past administration so ka but clearly why ekuro nani ama ye nyina no ye nya ye ho enti ase na me de nwanwa kura na ye wo mo di gwa no say wo mo so mo niam no nya de wo mo tete bo no so esan say wo mo nim ni da so say aban betimi a sustain ye sidi na appreciate ni tie ne wo kwatere niam abo so a na de tie da nya na dollar no appreciate pa de ne na ekapa na wo mo ebo wadi hu nkomo so yeah wadi hu nkomo so ye da se papa pa yaku animu no bibiri che ya adwen so a ye be san so aba na so very well. You know, that was Dr. Hayford Ayirakwa, or a development economist fellow at APL. We have been some 35 minutes gone past the hour 7. Woon to me 101.3 Western Diamond TV, Western in the morning. Jubedi esu eni. You know, Your Excellency, Wadaroma. Bebisa and some Ghana for pese. Womu bisa wono ye ne nya akwanya ye kasa amanfo tie ma ne kwa akire entino ye bisa se wo bi the 8 years ebe say wo man no e ma wa kan say the economy under Nadan Kwakufuado was criminally managed here kwan ben so na wo fa ya wo de 4 months tie biem just 4 months atoto ne ma hye ne ma enei wo say economy ne yield the expected results are obo eye o finance minister NFA governor of Bank of Ghana baso 4 months nie mo me mi sense mo hu hia o na ye nyai sa ene NDC aban papa ba ne sa ensem hunu no a ye ti social media ye tworo no clearly you and I know say ade no a e kozo sisi a no Donald Trump ni trade war wone womo enya edie no eno na amasa na ma na eba and ebibimemu say currently as we speak now most of the countries how many US edija nyina no womo currencies no appreciate against the US dollars opa check it enya Ghana hape etiem say eyade na asie adaro da Donald Trump say what they trade tariff eba eno na nam so amani aye kase dollar no aye hatu enya Ghana pe na ye local currency no appreciate against the dollar and so Ghana ye benya wo mo a wo masua ade ama adesua no edi wo ma adwene mu dem ye nim no kura no pan so ye nka ne ye bo aban na oteso na aba so se aban na yewe mewa no so no aban no mfa bibia nwu apono so a kire se gains no aye nya no eye we se we a ode baaye no na aboa amenya sa gains we enso benya professors bi mu ubenya wo mo masua ade akọ akire bi mu asemi esabe eburu usua ade bebira na ama wa adwen asai defend bo aban na aba so ye united kromu asai aban ba or make any bullet payment involve dollars. Now by August no wamo sha sese wamo repatriate sika wamo nya every remember I said ya kwa wamo mada we ya na mubehunu to force no the smoothness level ba all the same no yemfa basobody ade mamo se o ma bre so beboa na dollar ne sha sese busi di no biemu a na ye bom sobo a mo hwe ma meka se enya ye na aye one way asempetia some 39 minutes gone past 7 abusia ye to ankomo so na efiada enche bia no abna se wa mani ampone o hye baba betena se na kwa krata mu nsem wo mo etibe de aba na ene a driver for ba me fa ne se commercial drivers e o mamu ase ebe a statement abase nyame ya domu a 19th May eyadwada wamo ko strike wamo park wamo cars ni nyina ndagu o ade na asi wamo say emprempre ya yakasai there is an airline bia abaya wabai I am for swa. Woman hwe ye pa dia de how be bread dwuma mo ye no. Enti no traffic regulations LI 2180 2012 regulation 117. Edwam so mo gina sa de ma no so na wo ma te atua. Omo park om cars nyina de aguo. Nya de a wo mbe ya adwuma eda dwoada. Wam de beto na me bisa sa aha. Me ba che o. Eye de ahia nie. Ne ya ka ne preko pese. Fam go buo no a eba fam no. Esese ya fotrotro so yenya so mfaso. Ye ti fam go buo so no a driver fo ne say enye fam go buo nko a ene de calculate eye ye ka ne say ka hyentuade buo entomu. Spare parts buo da so wo soro. Insurance wo soro. Hwa wo soro. Enti no enye ade a won beti ka hyentuade buo so. Nam se sa Omaya yetimu. Baby asese enteso bana menu mienu enya so mfaso no eduru wa na enkrofo kakra bi atabiri sa mfaso ni nyina de ahye omo ho na menu mienu da so a ye bre twam so mbeti atua adwada na me pam no madi nkoman ma biso am se me die hia me nie enya atua am ti na ho hia me o fam wo bo na aba fam no montete eye ka hyentuade abo so yati kromu ase yade eye 5 pesos impoto eye fam wo bo so a driver for kromu ase ese wo monti bi da wamo ebe wamo de eye ebo ni be ka hyentuade no ho kase yen Africa ase ne de sabia buru sabia kudonto da bia no yankwa ahukire mu saa meboa yei enare na nsanam ne kwaku bu ate adi nkomo wo se asentuade no enya de o metimi ate so ne ate so kina nti o man ayetimu enie baby ane ema ka kono eno no baby ane ema ka ko eno no ye ye ntie se ene afiada na yekse fam wo buo inframageries aboa gas buo ena afa diesel buo nso ye hwe anim se enteso kakra enso ebetimi aba enkra aba no on say any prices of a year petrol LPG ena afa diesel to be reduced by 0.34%, 2.70% and 3.45% respectively for second pricing window of May 2025. And you know, you heard him say enough year day. And the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies say petrol buono and tiswa 0.34% and a can say airba and I face you know LPG so 2.70% and I face diesel so 3.45%. Yanko amano so na yenu komoto emra David Abuado eye PRO e de ma Concerned Drivers Association. Davio, good morning.
Morning, Miriam.
Na ohunamu ya boko de.
Chedian Pondaruma nkoni ahonde wo.
Eda nyame ase pa. Wadaruma de di kai LI 2180 regulation 117 no. Eyade adia utiremu a eyade adia regulation be ya.
Yo, Miriam me that say. LI 2180 no. Mra ebo driver for ejadi for any law require who buy.
Okay.
The road sector act and a road service act. No from in Ateno 2012. And omoya amendment to and LI the same LI regulation 155 boarding and alighting. Boarding and alighting is original bus stop no be afro no be AC. You say bus stop now I was here Gina ma obi from bus stop near Modia supermarket or Modia shop right or Modia market and in driver for Yentini Gina AC passengers our bus stop for which Gina police are a issue the same LI know no issue regulation 155 they are chose causing harm improper parking. Now all the quarter or the charges be the toll so the driver could any driver inform so because the bus stop is there and the bus stop have been turned to market. ɛno ɛna yɛse ɛnyɛ Accra nkwa na ɛsisie ɛwɔ Cape Coast ɛwɔ Takoradi ɛwɔ Kaswa ɛwɔ Kumasi ɛwɔ Hu ɛwɔ all the 16 region capitals ne nyinaa ɛwɔ baby a ɛno ɛna yɛse sɛ ɔmo fɔ so 115 bia ɛne ɔmo fɔ so 155 bia ɔmo fɔ so 117 no so ɛno ara ne yɛasɛm sɛ ɔmo tumi yi dwadifo no fi kwan mu a ɛnyɛ Monday yɛde yɛ adwuma so mo ntumi enyi ɔmo fi kwan mu na ɔmo bɛtena hɔ asa kɔ so ha mama yɛ drivers mu na yɛ mu yabɛ fa ɔmo penalty ɛhyi a yɛntumi mɛmfa wo nkɔ akyiri kakra nanu yɛ awa chairman Kiera no a ɔso yɛfrɛ ne sɛn blocks ɔde kɔ site a operi break ɛwɔ Ashama traffic light pavement wɔ hɔ a obetumi di car na kɔtwerɛ pavement no na pavement na save no ɔde kɔfa adwadifoɔ ɛnan so ɛwɔ pavement no so meanwhile mmara regulation 117 America tells you see do not display your goods your wet on a roadside pavement traffic light or toll booth Enti sɛ obi display ana obi tɔn adeɛ ɛwɔ pavement so na car fa ne so a ɛnyɛ nipa na ɔtɔn adeɛ no ɔno ara na wakɔ so offense ɛnyɛ ɔno ara na wakɔ so offense but yɛde driver ni no akɔtum ɔmo de ne court no mpo charges ɔmo label against no ɛyɛ baako 7 meanwhile mechanical fault ɛna ɛyɛ obi negligent ɛna akɔfa saa adeɛ n'aba nneɛma a yɛkɔm no ɛdɔɔso ɛne nti sisi a amanpanyin sɛ we are resetting Ghana no yɛn nso yɛ sector ɛyɛ transport sector yɛn nso ɔmo reset hɔ no ma yɛ yɛn nneɛma no ɛyɛ one after the other wei no yɛsi all the 16 regions ɔmo ntumi anya yɛde cars ne bɛsi hɔ yɛfiri Accra yɛkɔ Ashanti region yɛfiri Ashanti region yɛakɔ Central region yɛbɛkɔ akɔ all the 16 regions ne yɛahwɛ sɛ edi mu ansa na yɛsi yɛakwan Frimpong ɛne yɛakwan nso ɛne edwadifoɔ ɛne kwantifoɔ nyinaa etu kwan.
But David, in the various assemblies, involvement in this matter is very key. But that money assemblies, edin komo. Na dia no mo yedi afa ho.
No, me that say. This is the obisa no pepe. Assembly no omo head in local government ananeboa.
That's right.
You throw the command local government. You throw my Minister of Transport. You throw my Ghana Police Service. You throw my Minister of Roads. You throw my Minister of Trade. Because asema aye kan quarters ana department afa ho bia ye trauma omo se de be ya ye nkofum ana enkotia obi a nan so police for invite ye no mo kosi nkonya on the 14 lama omo ditu mu se no kre ensema aye kan no eye omo ankasa nso omo dadwe but enye omo adwuma but the course no dey minka because ye nimpe omo adwuma because airline na omo use the chain no the same airline na say yanchi omo se minka enha many a police ni ba bi wala pass ye no Madam Foka on a MPP commander I was person of the chief the phone man oni MP o eswa iso aye o kan center no onu ni nya dem e mo de ni copy nkenye se o video evidence nka ma me no di mapa o ye no nka mo uniquely ha
I see.
Meanwhile, he is enforcing the law for the law to work. But the dimension that it is turning to, and say a resetting Ghana agenda. Yen da upon so you reaching up what am I resetting Ghana? The Mojuma and then one more and I
okay. And you know, Nyame Aduma, a Juada Bay, and a mobile sit down strike, you know.
Oh, yeah. That Juada group. Na ubia entini ampa osie anye oyo na omema emrano apa ne kwan ana emrano eye ayedi ni mezuma yen adra ko no ana yen asenka ku ni nyina no we nye content ko na nye detail ko all the transport operators because enura other sister operators say na mo say one person mo be hu the part of it no ye ko ye meeting DPRC Greater Accra Regional Secretariat no. Ye ko no ma omu picture pictures omu hu ye omu ni hu ye ma bebre say o ko baby America na no motel e won ni say Ghana Publishing e won the right before we be free no motel enclave for say u sim akọ AMA office one. On your right, which means the car be free other roads no so ever the intersect here. And in tea, Sanya Marina, I was saying,
I see. Right. Yeah, that's a part, but answer now, Bekono, Ghana force it. Yanse Muse, Fem Wobuano, I shall say about for Muntina, that Ben, I hear him say, I sent you a dear woman better to so.
Maybe I sent you a dear boy here. You make a show to see and say, a brewer, a truly brewer, a family dancer. I said, I want to see and say, near Casquentin phones, any appliance to us, any traffic light, any bus stops, nada, the Danin one. The star sent here, this is not the first time we are going to do it. We have done it before, and we can still do it. And if you any the young man to work, they after Monday, they this arm,
okay. David, my answer no pay Obran Wadaje.
Then so me that say that before I die, let's say me no adra for. Say a woman say yes me dey there. They do bus stop na yes they park here na omunsie. They to so bi say issue ebubu kakra. Let's say me no adra for say omuntie light, omun hair light, any omun wiper, any brake there, omun hwe na endi mu anso na omun dey see ya lorry pan aketwa any akete ni nyina so. We na me say ni me no adra for say omun nyama me na embo nkwa any Japadi and Ubai. And so, yeah, that's it. And you know, you're David Abuado, a PRO at the Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana. Concerns no more reason are very legitimate. Because, call most of the cities, especially the business districts, and near my associate you go storm at town. Ghana Jadinino at the Abegu Kwaho. And I know that someone who can't ever share my day. Videos me hwe bi na maami bi pa sene wadi demo no I am hihie o say ya de bibia ye politics wo mamu ha de be ba no we so obi na adwen say okotu amu a obaga je so we de tuye enche be to aba ya to aba ye so be kire ba bia e say wo so ukogina o ma ya chichiri nie enti under normal circumstances no pavement no and say your best your parking near also see your turn near my pavement in the show. Pavement in your baby a one more enam car kwa ho efa. Baby a Christian mom so monfa. Pedestrian no one walk line no one walk way no. And so check almost all the business district ya Ghana say, hey, one would near my pavement so na one edija. Can be can be tefa so pe. And you hear near would ye remember. And so, I say, cream fire home. We are 2 yeah. Oh my Ghana. And ye nyai. As you almost say, sir, as you are Bruna said, one more aunt take dear. And ye can say, one more ebetiatia. That not all mutia, you must sit down strike by a one can nipan anti and nanti ya quaguma power. Radiation. And you know. Penifone hwena womo emfa hihye papa mapa enso emra bebacha obekaya I think on the 9th 2 days ansana and Dr. Kezela Tuba forcing ebe komra shebe fie na wakọ present the first budget statement and economic policy 2025 no I think on the 9th of March na Sunday yeah we kai pa Kezela Tuba forcing ekoye hwehwani mu de eye microphones kotetare NBC ready for maybe ano exe waje wo haw na wakotintim dia kan budget ne ho me kan so na budget ne kura no waye ho adwuma wie de daada tebia waye ho adwuma wie de daada esa populist eye we a wo ye ntino ana watam camera dese se makola no koyo so kanshi no koyo e man bi ohoro odo microphone ko tuatu ma no e de na pese e budget ya e bei e ye ma oni ade wo mu wie bisa ho se e de pa na
anamona okotu ye o makola ne ye ka so kan sigwamu no ensam o gifri man ho no ede na ode ye o budget no mu wa moso mpo o budget no mu wa moso o budget no mu na de tie kwasie na 9th March 2025 ade ode beto mu se ene budget 2025 wo ba made pa na woni eye emmebu no organ ha say aye engagement on X page on X Twitter na o expect say ene eniema wodo e wa manfo adwene mu afa 2025 budget ho no won de beto dwa ene wode to mu say what do young people expect when you see aye Kalije Twitter page tebiem Kalije ne a blogger ana o blogger na o influencer Kalije no o de ade a adwuma no o de ade Kalije no adwuma o blogger na se o influencer na se o de ade a enti Kalije X page formerly Twitter page ana space ana wa okotena so ko yes interview ni sa we ni na nyame on pebone sɛ wotu ɔmam no ase wobɛbu Ghana fo afa so a ya na wura firi ho sɛ Ghana ha na ayɛteɛ no untimi nka nsɛm mfa nsie wotutu fam kra na woka asɛm wura mu a bɛba enti enkrata free finance ministry aba beto mountain so and NDC deny sɛ enkrata we fake and I'm say e fake a mumbe make account e car ene wo man no boy abra finance minister eko eye Kalije Twitter space so eko engage emebunu with regards to 2025 budget statement and economic policy mofa budget nemra where a budget from the Ministry of Finance and this for say no kura yate me ba cho biemu ma me na me kenkan kakra fa ma. Are you aware say sa ade no a wokoye ye no yes or your social media influencer Kalije social media influencer okay kelly me da se pa me da se enti sa ade no a finance minister kokoye ye no budget a wamu ka ya finance ministry etia and the screen is no. The government is denying this information say enya no kre yate ministry no so deny say enya no kre yate ya de ehunu na ye ka ye ehunu na enu ya ye ka say ye ka ba cho biemu kakra ma me enti finance minister spending a whooping 300,000 Ghana cedis titiskano 3 billion for the 2025 budget Twitter space held on Kalije's account. Wamaya ye say abe mismanage economy no amasika bia nimu. Wo ba ya o first budget statement a uko present to parliament. 2 months into government. Wo got no be Twitter space so keke for an hour. Na only member di nkoma and there 300,000 Ghana cedis budget and a ministry na tua dia mo. Really? O got to airtime. O ba untumi akra beto airtime kra ka say. Yey. O beto airtime we watching them on television kra no a nka say. It was a request for release of funds for pre-budget X space workshop. In line with our commitment to fostering inclusive and participatory governance, the Ministry of Finance intends to organize a pre-budget workshop on X, formerly Twitter, to solicit the opinions and input of the youth in the development of the 2025 budget. This initiative is aimed at ensuring that the voices of young citizens are adequately represented in our financial planning and policy formulation. To facilitate the effective organization of this event, we kindly request the release of funds totaling 300,000 Ghana cedis, broken down as follows. Honorarium for organizer, 100,000, 1 billion. Digital marketing and promotion, 50,000, 500 million. Technical support and platform management, 70,000, 700 million. Titiskano. Facilitation fee, 30,000, 300 million. Content development and media production, 25,000, 250 million. contingency 25,250 million. A Kambomua 300,000. Your prompt attention to this request will be greatly appreciated to ensure the successful execution of this initiative. Kosromame, thank you for your consideration. Signed, Eva Eselba Mens, Ministry of Finance. Professional, ethical, efficient, responsive, transforming Ghana beyond aid. Bam, and a dahon. Ministry they say anyano kre. And I'm sure you mate. Say anyano kra. Mon produce and mon provide budget. Mon fund yes you can say ato forcing. Dr. Kezel atuba forcing ne Kalije conversation on you can say X no. Mon fa kabia ba ye mra se we nya no kura yate. Nya no kura mo se nya no kura yate. Fake ayate. E de ya ye tua sika ma the participating personalities. Enti no ho e karo aye boy ye wo man de boy no. Mon fa ho enkuntabuo mra asa. Uwa ka we ya na edi watem. 300,000. Hey. Ato 300,000 Ghana cedis. 300,000 cedis no. Yerim de betimi aye. Etimi tunsuo. Timi tunsuo be ye enum wo se enan. Ema wo mo asabi aburu. Wo mo ne eye enwan ne nantwie enum nsuo ba akumu. Anya bia no wakotena ho ekeka ansam wie ye no. Yemisi a wo se e reflect your budget statement no a we presenting here on the 11th no emu ana. Yey. Wakotena ho akeka sansam ni wie yes we engage youth no, age youth na adwenkyere no. Ah wo de be wura budget ni mu no. Yemisa se we making kan budget no on the 11th March no. Sa information no ana data no a wonya free mabru ni ho no. Wo de share budget ni mu ana. You see mu me na da ye hu ye nya nkwada wo Ghana ha. Yanya nkwada wo Ghana asay. Yanya nkwada e wo mamu asay. So that is it. Abusia no atweabo. Wuntumi 101.3 Western Diamond Television. Western in the morning jumadie. Eso ena ene anopa abusia uwe.
Wuntumi Radio 101.3.
Abna se wane ochema ba mo metena se na yentinsi ko ankrata mo bosuo no mu. And if you visit one of the electoral areas na yane assembly member wo ho anso etimi edi eye enkomo kakra if you there your corner style bi na fi no nkro ne bopai mu a na yetimi aso dwumadie no so na enkomo ahodo aka nyina anso etimi aba beto aso abusua for WhatsApp and a text ebra 0248071174 0248071174 na yenye bre na yenkenkan eye onsam no nyina so entimi emfa emmaw ye bekenkan ni nyina etimi ede amaw abuna maachi ofa yeah that is saying me ho ye na odi ni ofa Yesu adome so me ho ye pa no chema ba we ochema beba okay o man ho nya han wo mra na yenko ye de na watwin ba wie ye fridge wada be pemene do mahama mamuo de na akoso wo mamu ha wanya akwanya yi obedi ho nkomo kakra
ofa medasi mamichia etiefo eni ashefo eni anopei na watwim de wo fa se nyine ebedi adanse sensem agodo na na akoso na ne mepesa mekasa kakra edi afa ho no eye wo fa wo se enra energy minister kasaye na ne kasa mu no woka se wan hyede insisupi na nso ne kasa inu di adanse se nche dum so ba na kyerɛ sɛ wofa na ewo mu pempren krampo no eye ne nkituo mu a wate ase na sase san nete de na mebisa se wofa aban dada no eye den ene wotumi manage energy sector no for 8 solid years a dum so entumi ama na yera energy minister so one first week is it first week cry that very day na you swear in
President Mahama no yeah
and what can say yaka just 5 hours was it 5 hours and not 5 days
was it 5 hours
5 hours fuel left
yeah
and aka esan ya che se dum so na eba no ene edidi di mu akeka kan wase maduru baby oso yo esenkyerefo mu miskoti me wo fa ye ni egu video so aye hwekrampo no papa ne senkyerefo miskoti no eja yen ene boni ese yen ene so be ka kire se aka 2.6 days na 0.6 ni free
2.5 days
2.5 days
yeah and you know by Sunday and you ready expect to say abanya 1 billion Ghana cedis na ma energy ministry na ma nko to fam nguni bia by Sunday and you ready nkania ni bedum sa Sunday no anso na car power anso ese eduru oni yentwa ne car 400 million wa obedum ye ne plant no ntina no
enti wofa won say ye kase bia ya kan wo hu wofa ye na etwa no ho na asan aba be hante yenya mekai say energy minister abro no mu opposition okan kase bi say ye bepemfoni ni diaba okan kase bi say yenya di tumi sha won sa we don't expect you to complain again we expect you to solve the problems
yeah
enti adanti na energy minister asa wokasa na adoso dodo ye wura wadawroma gonja de shekronkron wadawroma kasa na adoso won lament too much most of we are experts when it comes to governance and ye di tumi ni dia shamunsa afi ade chia wo sisei na kapo wa yesei na banda da ne jakato wo enyam na mo ka kire se mo so vidum so ansana mo ko 2016 enti ade ntina mo fa the same tactics ne so enfa so vidum so sa banda da no so wo bo kato wo so wo mo kanto ho ye nkane ne gina so fie nwotwe nkane no e gina so fie nwotwe ne wo se nkane nyina so fie nwotwe no wo ma ne sa so enti ndc aban ene ye regina po wadawroma nkane mani nyina so wo fa ne bibie ni wo baye wo wiase a won fa nkania nye
yes
ye djuma dia ye die nyina kwakoye nkania obi tifie no ye djuma ye nkania no wodi ye djuma enti sa mo betena se na mo kasa bebrebe mo ka opposition ni nyina echi no edum so aba ye nti ase ye beka
yeah
ye beka papa
yeah
enti wo fa na wo twi me asema meti ye mebufu paa no mebufu
meme die
mo kasa dodo
meme die President John Dramani Mahama edi kan be kan I think and then 3 days he said abandada no aboka de agu energy sector ho pa na ka mene energy sector no bibi ho na ode niam agu apono so a early next year o mehwe no matimi ahwe so metimi atua aka ni bia wo kan sa asem na me yam hye me wo be kan na me yam hye me say akoya wa sha se wo kika sa ansem yi there is a crisis eba ade achi ye na energy minister so a friend centurefo hye mu a wo de sa ansem no betu dwa no wonu ene ubo obi subo se weja ka to wo no wo ko 2016 e ka ujade to energy sector e $5.2 billion ni nyina mu ni odun somu $5.2 billion na chi nyina na odum som na ujade to wo na nado ba ye no ye bisa se e de negotiation kwa na otimi ye nti akanya ni gina ne nan so emfie pol enso no na ka ni wo se na ka no enso ni yanum kanea enti no ede pa kasa ben wo no mo kan ya IPPs no eje tu mu se okay ye be supply kanea ya nkodum som na wo ba ye nko a wo ba ya 4 months mu nie dum so ya komu no kese we kra enketwa ne e be ba no ya kese wa kro ya uko sensan kotobe kuma take or pay power agreement Emma World Bank mpo former air country director Pierre Laporte ebe ka ze he Ghana ya economy no aye sa no sikasema ye we ni nyina no ye blame no Emma ye the President Mahama esensan ye at the energy sector na eri o mabu a ya o mabu ase na ye to mamu na utua 12 billion Ghana cedis for power not used utia 12 billion cedis and the defray nyina mon kanea ye produce a wunyusu ana sebe bia buru aban no oteso no amamuomu nyansa ne amamuomu nim dia woni bi se wo bi pa 12 billion say ye yusu kanea no say ye nyusu o se o maitua na do nsa akosins wo do nsa akosise were you thinking right? That what I could my man with some okay, and maybe I say I wasn't thinking right.
And on only the crampon of our situation, a woman that time.
Want to be 101.3.
What in the bay, Jenny, our fair baby.
You see, it's maybe the abena bed the oko page abano a issue of concern. A man for Yamasi one more 2013 basic 2016. The Jomama doom for do mo famu, Womunuma gu yane, one more shre or my desiano. One more Yamasi swam say, eh, Onokwa, Waba, near Wayan Yan, say, Doomso ya day, beba.
What for the doom sonny dear, Yakasa Bebana, I said, we are not
to be one
to any day and get to a move. Where get to him?
Only I don't know, here as a medium finish me by a year, now NDC full soldiers, one more Ekasi. One Obaku voice, I see a young and a boo for our causes. Say, you just 4 months a babemu, and you doom saba. Ye defend it now, Jessica, now they are Quacomobia. One doom saba. You take it or you leave it. Doom so is in the system. I just said you are 1 year and 10 no. But can a baby, Fabian says, Abra, you won't doom saba. Into what sorry on a power, dear was a dear in Amkania Yano. I was so Yanayan in Tam. Now, one way, dear Jumana, and a woman ebre. And your fool over us.
Oberto. You know, I'm a doctor, but could be Dinkomo. I say, Ukraine generator, or no, Takwa. The hospital, no, Takwa, Ukraine generator, as you speak now. Fuel, I'm at home. And ya de ketwa dum so na am say yeah karna mo say yeah jandam ene ene o say aba
Oscar
at say
oh what they are doing Friday me da
yeah
be ko juma nsunti no ye ko ba de be ko etire no
okay now what mu ensembe na pese obo ne tofa na ye gbowura ye kwankrata bo so
yes me ka juma na abno njimi ni se maslachi ne bi wetire ya bi so wetire ya so ebo be wana no ehumia na ese me wo maslachi ya
okay thank you
Oscar nkomo ya mudi at least me ntafro kakra I think say energy minister
John Abdullah 101.3
MP for yapeku saw one person be kan okra chenga na fo I think say he's not being transparent as nkomo no ni edi no emunda ho ono na try my ehunu say there's a looming power crisis staring at us dum so bi ehwe ni mu pa sabe aponche a wohunu semina ono yenim say possibly dum so betumi aba and you omukura dada na the entire make us one transparent ni say eno na sebtrefo nhyiamu a woyeye no ubo video no eno me so metie bi waka asem no ano ase woye audio editing no wokotu ha no de aba be sha otu ha no de aba be sha asem no ensisi so
enra me ga say omo mu ni mu abugina po no say ade bi ehye ne so pa na ohunu de wonye no wakasa wo de ahwe ne dimi na ni posture no
yes
so
yeah
aye kusu bi sa no wono no ayenim no oye fire brand no te wo no
yeah
so ati ase yes etiro enra de oye na mi hu za ha bibi nkoyie
let's get the entire America sa ne say you see ebra o kan sa asem ni na ewie ye no ukro ya no me ya we say because last week and o kan say car power ship for some medum generator no
that's right
due to a kind of $400 million dollars no sorry $400 million because they want you to in dollars say yentua ma wo mo a in a week o medum no I think say they've been lenient to us in your mommy in 2 days being so ahead of 3 days be ahead of say Sunday there by Sunday o medum no and was say catch and say when here $1.1 billion e dey settle such a car ye dey IPPs no
that's right
esa kania ne dey e be dundundundum okay was also can say there's 450,000 barrels of fuel and am kwan so eba though you 2.6 days aka say o medundum generators no nti 450,000 barrels of fuel eba na mbisa me ho say generators wo mu generate power edema wo man Ghana mu ano individual de no that is IPPs no do not send the use fuel na do not send the use gas because yenim say enyo mu na use normal fuel no say diesel ni ade no any petrol no enye ni na use ebe mu use gas it is our say 450,000 barrels of fuel ba na no na be si wa how na ye be kom na no then what about wo so mu use gas no so he's not being transparent on can the create tu mu ntira yen say and then so na sogly because of your NDC ninti wankasa into befede into wankasa. So I also can who says because I think said $297 million Yede ayi send power so yede omoka think say $200 million and other generators nso a yede de omoka. You see yera ayi amuesi o kai na oye energy expert a won na de ekwa efo and anamuesi Institute for Energy Security. What to the same enyuma me to ye. Say Abuja should be transparent to Ghanaians, especially consumers. Na again ya say Africa na the 8th largest producer of oil Ghana. The 8th largest producer of fuel and oil Ghana in Africa. 2024 statistics ebaye. Inti dia na si ho kwan sebe as omanya ebibremu ina ne say eba no fa ngutu etoso nwotwe na de bia no ebia 1 enam fuel ho sensemti ye bedum generator no, which means any fuel issue any fuel issue eye ka da ho esem so mo hwe na mutua because me kan say na na da kwakufuado the last payment wo ye through Ministry of Finance wo so order controller and accountants general say wo muntua farmer IPPs no, especially car powership no, and I na sogli $30 million so muntua na mo farmer wo me kai pa eno na Abuja pa na no ye nsantwofo nhiem anse no ade wo ye waka say they've made payment of $30 million of which I abandoned pencil and yes payment no. So I think say emunda ho and asem ne tie bia no a ye hunu baby opeso wo kire edi free and baby opeso wo ende. So therefore me de Ghana ni papa no wetumi tie no but una wonim eja wo dem ni se ne hihye wo fa enti no maka yanum insurance pay because 4 years no it wouldn't be easy. Anya easy my kra ye be fa helim 4 years. Yes.
Ye ntwe mu ba kokra afi na ye wo mebia 2025 nti kwai wo mu pa kwai wo make I say campaign bre no me ka say decision ye make here it take you 4 years and na wotumi asesa wadwene eno ne abato enti wo koto aba esa wo dwen hu ye papa ye nso bia hu ofa ye nso bi tintin gram mu fa nkoto aba sha wasetena mu bisa ho se nyoma be na wo pede ama wo ba da ache wo pani sen. You value sanitary pad more than education and school fees and sanitary pad is pay. Pay. Into this month the schools I would draw saying na ya cheche sanitary pad ne dia ma wo mu. Eno so krampo yensemisa because nkwada no dey answer busu obi abegini busu ye kechia. Nti a wo so mo nsako eka.
Okay, enefiada kwa krata mu nsemo dodo aba yentinsim ne yenko.
Osgey friends David Agbado come on in di no. But you am 30 seconds. Okay, yeah. Mati abna.
Me sha se wo ha wo hu. Yo, me da se. Mame fa the Ghanaian Times go akrata no emfa ensha se. Ghanaian Times is the most authoritative newspaper and a mass decongestion. And ye see ba abaye. NCE Accra Metropolitan Assembly and woma edwedifo. Efri na kwapem ebna de ede ni mu so bia momode say pavement so be free won wakwakwashe market inside. Na sa wo market nim na yenso ye ba se ye ba beto ade ye be wuram na ye ba beto na mo due bokra dodo ene ye ka tefa so na ekunipa na mamafo edidem enti mo fa nsua 7 nyansa aha enti Ghanaian Times ko wakrata fa to so dumienu e di ababeto enim ha sei ene anopai Yera Justin Kodua Frimpong ye General Secretary Ed Madi New Patriotic Party Manu Konifoni Ed Hasei NSC MPP Womabani internal campaigns kopem se nominations ye betumi ebi eno so ewo kratafa etoso edu ewo Ghanaian Times President John Dramani Mahama His Excellency Nefoni Ed Hasei was na ban ebe improving a road network ewo Ghana fane na kratafa etoso du ba ko ewo Ghanaian Times
yo anopenya to so ewo hanum se na me fe do bokrata the new crusading guide and twaso we call the new weekend crusading guide na Yera Abuja na paso me ye kan kratafa to so emiensa enu page 3 and 10 won so ebo amane se Ghana fo ebeda no moni beti no na kanea eni so ade ebeche kanea emba ade ebeche mi kanea emba saa obadwuna won tia so be fi se bia locality no ene monya fault eye energy ministry no $1.1 billion won so mu hia de atuaka ene mo sanka ye ntino kwapem se wo menya no kanea no de saa ɛna ɛbɛyɛ na yɛsɛ nipa nsia bi nso ɛna ya convict wɔ mo ɛwɔ NSA payroll ɛyɛ ghost names bi nso a ɛyɛ corruption scandal ɛno so yɛwura Kwesi Peter ne phone ɛda hanum sɛ kise jaben na yɛma me Semira Baomia obɛkae sɛ odwumadi bi ɛfrɛ no literature prize na nyame ya adoma ende yi wɔn bi akwan de atom sɛ entries no ekrofo betumi de wɔn entries de ewura mu Accra tande aba sɛ Semira Baomia literature prize announces call for entries for 2025 edition and on some so e wa no pay na bayan da fuam yensani na Bodgatanga Central MP Yera Isaac Adongo ono aso sanso board member of Bank of Ghana Obeka say over the counter withdrawal for a year dollar no wamo ema ho kwan bi osisi a Association of Bankers abeka say no kore sanso Bank of Ghana for so ende kratan dia ba ne fa to so edu chem say asama pa ne kan no sa na che no kore bi no betumi akwa withdraw. Yes.
Now, what I want say, me say, some na me say, I say yes, I could chibisa. Oh, because canena san net ye. Yan penma won't conquer ye. Any ya no my yes, no man you so. Kona ko you are bra woman, so one as canano. O kwa ko DJ so afena o say a santin kwa ko usika. And it is a Bank of Ghana for cramp we confirm me say no cray yenisa. Not just say yes, and ye what ya say. I think say good.
Now when you say no see ya, e ma ho kwan say Isaac Adongo e meka say.
I don't know what is.
So oye board member.
Yeah.
Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Good. Na me wo beka asem na meka so you are. Say ntina when your position bia no. You suffer John Mahama friend answer last minute. Odo koto Bank of Ghana board na so no. Ni obeka ni. Wait. Na you grade akoda ketua mpa. O mamu ase nim se o dollar account no. Ya de hihye ya ba obetimi ayi sika dia from direct over the counter. Enti no no ade no. And he was exposed yesterday. And yeah, wa baka okay no ade tin ya da Bank of Ghana no ba akware some what kan woni mi oka o. Mama fa ne nsem no awoka no mama fa ho won what onim ni oka
ofa won say wokasa ya che na te ne nkan so ache nti bia na opese o ma hu so me
but you see critical institutions be na say the politicians go round ha sa na eba because when it comes to finances ye wo mo so wonim de do no your ranking member e wo finance committee so ni ade but no so nkire say
o ranking member finance committee so na kire say wonim finance so adalo abo amabae no
yes
bibi say say ade e na ebetimi akataporto to serve on a certain committee in parliament.
Yes, bibi say no
bibi say a credential and no say that bi anya credential oba fofora and ye hwe ne ye ne o kasa ye mu ne e bia o background kakra bi anya credential we background kakra bi e sector bi mu a na ye pian de wato so et no obetimi a serve on the finance committee but o no nam ho no e bia no onim hwe wo finance.
Yes,
you see,
yeah,
and me blame who Bank of Ghana na nkasa what we need you can say Public Affairs Directorate wo wada wo no ma kwai ma
Bodgatanga Adam Smith
wono no ye Bodgatanga Phil Jones so I say Dr. Bamia Wale Adam Smith don't know ye Bodgatanga Phil Jones
Bodgatanga Phil Jones
wakotu dia tum se bam
ya pa ho toa
ye
o man twa ma de kra nche
na dem am say akwa no ati no de o ka nyina ne ensem hunu na sa na tie
obeku bank fo eduma
obeku bank fo eduma yanku anim
ma me fa the Daily Graphic wakata no ento so or see truth and accuracy every day any ensa na eda Daily Graphic wakata nanim na foni e bata ho no eye ma meji fagomashi ene Minister of Tourism ene Culture and Creative Arts ni foni ene da ha sei ene wose sa brede Ghana ye theater no eko global o na ye hwekwe be fa so machese anu ye tumi abantantam wo pasem be friwa ni nanu yade e betumi aboa na the big push initiative aban edi abano ene yetumi ejina at the Daily Graphic wakrat nanim ene anope na anwanwasem Ghana ye nyanwanwade bia se ene ne nansa woko Akimoda Primary School na wo honom na wofa ɛdan aban ye si ye penti so ye kurusu kama nkwada tenem ɛna omusua de ye kofie na de be chi ma ya ba ye dan na si hɔ yi ya paso nyina ya paso ye yi nkyɛnse ni nyina firi so ɛna ye akronfo aba ba wi enti kromu nyina no wo mo ye sa operation na dwo bi ante ya pada no so de kɔ enti wo pa school dan so wo de kɔ ye wo ye Ghana ni de Ghana de wakoma so ɛdan aban esie na wasiesie kama mo wia ye demonstration na musumu ye bi ya mofra nya dan tina musua de na musumu ye bi mo ya mamofo
wa go tutu nchense no
ye tutu ni nyina
nchense no mo pe
wafa sakora ɛdan no ye yisu nyina
o ma nwura dan man ko fa hwe wadan no
debi
nchense no wa
so
ya de ya se
primary school from crèche to from ye tutu ni nyina
na wo mo yes operation na kromafo no way
ana me bi say
obi ante
na we na emu no
spiritual
we na emu na abna eno e fa na ekọ yi a na 28 even ma wi a omo ekum omo de akoto ametro ba fo na 28 go etumi awi na dan chance dan etu anan
ba dan chance dan de o tu so be de
e kwa yin fampo a
akimoda
okay
enti wo mo nyina da obi ante ana school ni hyenwuram
enhyewuram wo fa wo hye bibie e wo fie na asamafo fie krampo no ebemben hono
ana o man te se ye pa school dan so
o man te obi ante
tomato tu sunchinsin nyina
na sakora na eje
om goto edi alumi yankwe Ghana ade yi ya se wu nze munu fa
101.3
oh my Ghana eti ofa ne daily graphic o akrata no edi aba ene anope enu
the new publisher the bokrata no na ebo amane se yewura kenofori ata wo hinie OSP wasaka no ebia wose womano May 14th up to 30th May different rechi ebepe bosumi ewie yi aka dako ma bosumi na ko na wie ye kra no OSP say yewura kenofori ata meduro my Ghana mu ha wane ni wobi kapa no wotwen no se obeba anaso obesan so afren so fugitive bi mi no wotwen se anya bia no perperio ebe ye adwuma hwebe June 2 yewra kano frata de obewo mamu na wotum de na ekogya mbra no enemu the new publisher the bokrata no also de ode abanie na somebody kaka ye no Ghana Education Service payroll scandal no ehonsem so ewa ha eni pensia ane convict wo mo na ekyeremu say 106,000 Ghana cedis ane yasan a recover efiri wo mo eho anape wudi nkomo bi census fo ane ndey wonu mabawura Supreme Court no wo mo ekyeremu say yapese etena CJ case ni so a
kano na ya pe hu court kama na de amount Professor Boatin yes Isaiah 43 verse 19 na sema wo kani o se hweme ya de foforo afei na efifiri na mu hu na o se mebo esra so kwan mema esubontin aba anwa prada so amen na asema wode eto ha ne se o se SMFo ebe position Ghana as a front runner ba ne say any data sovereignty Professor Boatin and worker sansemi na amfoni bi eda ha sei mame baako ene wodampa so ena mrante makoma nan omo so da haboni be ne womodie yase abrante baako wonya 23 years ena ne mpra no no ho ba no wonya 50 years na enam ena womo echi ho manso enam ena we de aduane so jabro womo didi na oba ne di kan kofa anam kire se me na me ye be ma nti wotwa ne nan otwa ne ye prepare no pa ene ye de abeto the chronicle ko wakrat ne nimu ayese enne ye de womo kwa akopiem ewo ho court nti ye friend say maame no na me bisa se enti abrante no be friend baby anase den because 50 years I won pena onya 23 years maame no 50 years na mpena no 23 years
sugar mommy and e normal
go be friend baby
normal sugar mommy dey normal
enti chronicle nim nie na chronicle dey about say dollar withdrawals no Bolga Adam Smith wodi tro na yasembisa wafase nya
Bolga Phil Jones
but a chronicle anya ne sa
was said Adam Smith wonim papa ni yie
wonim papa ni yie
enti chronicle enti
chronicle the next time no Bolga
Phil Jones.
Aye. Anya Adam Smith nye de yaje atum.
Dr. Bamia.
Dr. Bawe Mahmoud Bamia. Enti mama we so foforo. Chronicle enedinam.
Daily Guide ano ene de ememuso. Na Ghana must go. Ya dan ho ya pam ntoma. Denedi e de chairman saying na Ghana must go. You see dignitaries be unveiling Ghana must go. Official act work na ebeboa to drive global attention. Ebema ewiase man say na ni abagana so. Na push am phone ni na da so. Ni di nankasa de sen kra push abrante e friend pusher no. O twasene no. Your friend pusher. Ajetiana aha. Ni phone ana eda so. Power crisis nso ho nsam no so ebo ha. Yase no ngwa ebusua no wono ade oma file injection against Zoom Lion subsidiary na Manso bi a oda wo mo ene Zoom Lion fo entemu a awon sam so no pay aba Bernard Entwibo Siakon chama wontumi adwuma wura wo say NDC fo suro ni papa na eno nkomo okodi ye wo wontumi yen station kuba tan no eno wakasa NDC fo suro ni pa eno nti NPP be hi obi a what is NDC for no na wono mo esiakan and also Daily Guide de abakrata no fan to so ensia Max Diano so ha na SML also Professor Bugatin so kasafa SML mdumedi a wono muti de bo man Ghana ho Daily Guide anopay se wono so de ba yegina so na yebu nsem no komu e wo de bakrata nem
na so wo bibika
ai na me ka se na woni David Aguado edin komo sesa na wonmo ebe ye dia to aso akasa aya education ewo aban we mu a ye de be kase ye nchi education o ye de ma driver fo no ana LI280 no nsuso no ye nchi se o be kase amendment 2012 ekoso a ema ho kwan se obi be di dwa ewo pavement so obi be showcase no ma ewo pavement so enti se driver ni e de ka kobo obi a oton de pavement so a na no ho na ye one wood driver ni na waye because car and through pavement so at the moment of through pavement which means either said there's a fault with your car when lose control and I will brake and I will steer no energy on some and then you want to do pavement no so no emra emma no ho kwan so sa but car also on through pavement into also you are also at fault. But near meme kadia adia wiye say Yera David Agboado and the Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana omunye hwehwe ne mu pa omusan ye hypocrites nyatwom safo wei ana fa gallon obekaya a day to election some weeks to elections some months to elections a year campaign vigorously editia the NPP actually prices of fuel our Mahama penso added to tone another danko kufado penso we na ye sister a friend say 4.5 liters a 1 gallon no ye say this amount na another penso say net here Mahama penso so no say ana net here our joy news UTV and other stations are ebia me we free am ntumbo modin they displayed the gallon on TV station on the table no e see so cameras so capture omuye one by one say na na do itimodenfo ono ene de na ye gallon price oh a friend saying a friend saying na Mahama penso no eno a liter price e wana na da kwakufu ado ne penso na de omuye do minim de ntia omuye sa de omuye obawaje so concern for raise concerns over ebia amefo mo to ade of pavement so in a way ne bedwin say omo twini yan pedestrians no ehun no emefo amaye ma mo to ade of pavement so next week Tuesday so be free pavement no so kemefo di congestion exercise na omo tumi eyiye ma me na free kwan so me de me nkasa bia you know mo yo mo free kwan so no I am against it no okọ afie kuma na manan it's an eyesore
yeah
campaign tumi nyina baby promise from anya ka fana ka akura ko chefo bi so but ne David Agbado no eye no eye in support of many came before at the Omoyano, and Oma said, I know I say, on one corner, no, almost so yet be a row afar, a pavement a twa or so, and Yania, Debajan Sabia, they are doing something better. Omoya be their supporter about way initiative, what take it say, a pursue 2 M, minimum for into almost a campaign in a way. They make me idea about winning. So, directly, indirectly, they are supporting about way into who David about dying. I about way almost supporting what day. Most of all, more strike. Intino strike and I just say, oh, Omojana and Mahama, ye be found, Mamma ye be obwa. Omunim de Omo ye or Kukumu, ye be at their support your agenda. No.
Okay. Thank you. Mamon Kwanza, Montrain. Electoral area, Benny, Bequano pay. Ebeko
in Katia Krum electoral area.
Katia Krum.
Yeah. Hey, no, young one Katia Krum last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Until this week, Ebeko or bookroom. Aye.
I don't know a heifer.
A bookroom, no, a war.
Constituency Bay.
Okay, sorry. Like, I says a Kodokrum, a Scoutkatan.
Okay.
Obukrum a part of in Katiokum electoral area. Sorry.
Okay.
You have a Katiokum electoral
area. Yes. Assemblyman.
Your friend for two.
Okay.
For two.
Okay. If you are no pa enkomo aye wo ho. Ababa wa bi de eye ne kunu akọ court. Wale ne court no. Ni omunie. Oba ne se be ma no eja na ware. Na ansa na wo be grante eye divorce no de ama ne kunu no. Oma ware mfie mi ensani. Answer about granted divorce in the Amani Kuno. A man who divorce no. 1. Bemano and make sure say. I'm simple. Bemani make sure say. Time wa one ware a brantiano. No a babunu or a virgin. Bemani make sure say. Waberi in state. Ni virginity status na di amano na fe nso na ni mpoku agina so ene be ma na yusua ma ni nyina atiagu kwada bam kwada na no ama ene otimi tamto fa da chidi ma kwada ama ni so monom etino one san so make sure say ni mpoku ano ebe san so agina so otimi yesa niam mienu we mano a obe grant divorce na be ma na ehwehwe no e di amano Metia na mse me na magwe ya me se enye boko de enye normal ana se eye normal o chema ba
Oscar okay mama sha say
bon tofa
bribia mu your pros and cons your advantages and disadvantages merits and demerits oba kwa ware mu a we share the merit side no enti no fie be ka che ne se onya ade afa bre fie no onya ka afa to be ma so advantage ase dem be anso kwa wade mu a sabe ye ne se ye be bo ne kanti ode na adwene isi bi so se ne oba no so we den metwi condemn pa enti as what they say the trim say the cons of our the disadvantages of our dear and se wonya se be no fu ategu a nature send you yakopɔ bo nimpa eno no so far as barima edi sebe no ho be kan oba in a way not two oni oba so agudie mu no obekura ne mpokue mu no 3 akora nkwara so kra bebem ebenum bi ni ade sanye be ma no kwa ne num nkwara no so mu bi ni ade ade bi ewo mu ti no naturally no you can't do away with all these things and oba bi enu obeka kire me say so far as only better made ye no oda so a virgin into better man no betumi asa restore virginity at the amount me mu say oba no say be ase awade no mu odema no ohuno owo adodode bia wonya wo sa awade no wo mu no ntina ma awade jana better man no pe no one person be grant divorce no and enyo oba na be accept say ai maja to me say ye divorce say awade no ekoye court awade enko ade a menim se court no ho kwan se pe enchetremu a be ma no de be ma court no omutumi gina so e ka se na divorce because marriage under the ordinance
o chirem dodo bibisa se die wo ba na ebisa no legitimate or your right say obisa sa na say
that be
no right to obisa sa
na be ma can't restore your virginity
So when I take virginity no.
And I
It is now see what to me then you know na ujamia any restaurant mama na menkwe. Ah, na de what to me then you one mefa.
And I remember
say.
Okay. Hey, how was just and every and go. And go on na my no mutino. Say be bi mutumu dance ye ko hu.
Jina ho. Hey,
Asama na uge.
Jina ho. Oba wa me na me virgin. Ebunu chia wo. Bibia jina so. Wa wa de me fie mienu fie miensa wi a. Wosi me jao. Wo be ja me. Wa na me fa me. Ejini wo ja me dia. Virginity no restore. Me pokua na na esisi su na bra wo hia me no. Enna ma na tiagu. Ma na nyina ho. Na me nko mbabi.
O soldier. Kani o soldier obonyum. And your friend Asa Khalifa. Obonyum say. Obi ni farm, obi ni garden. Obi atu atwe na obi ni virgin. Now obi ni born one, obi ni virgin. Obi ni curse, obi ni blessing. Obi ni farm, obi ni garden. Obi atu atwe obi ni modern. Now obi ni born one, obi ni virgin. Inti no officer ya born one. Ewo me side ni inti no me break virginity. Oyo obi a virgin. So if I divorce you, obenye obi a ono krampo se be obi okraba. Ah ne no fukura mpo no emu odu. Ah se me na de no kra no se mu ayeyi a obetumi penetrate easily. Into your kind of different kind of men.
Na I dey that bear man no. Bear man anware wo bia ya tumu da wie.
Dabi oska o kan say. O kan say me no nya adwen.
Okay, you dey me ba. Abna ma minti o. Then already legitimate concern and I say a bogus. You tell you ni nyina e bogus.
Abna say bogus. Because abna say bogus.
Okay, on kasa manika sa be sero.
100% legitimate.
100% legitimate.
Yes.
Tiremu e.
Me chirem. Wafa. Wakasa no. Waka say a man bi e wo hono mu a ansa na over be fa no wase ho dada.
Oh bebre.
Ba cho me etie no.
Bebre. Oba bi o wase ho dada no nufu na gu. Enya na wone ne wo ye no bi ye kwaka mo se mema ye de ntwadofo da. Kwada num na mema nnom. Wanu ma na gu. Enne se be tetare ho nyina ho biem. Na wose wo gya no wo nyina so papa ene sen wo fa nko hwehwe mu kra na be ma ne nyina so wo gyina so de gya no ne se binyansa bi anim enti maame no won restore ne virginity no na won san so hwesa no fu ne gyina so wo be fa no so na nefu na stretch marks ni so won na wo
ene odi o de ka ho no maame na fa ka ho
miame de ka ho mo ne ma no wo ba ko mienu a wo sisi ade menya oba bi a ne mpoko gyina so ne hips.
Etino wabane onyina ne mudiem no ma be man restore ne virginity no ma ne mpokwa ne nyina gina so.
Yes o ma ne nyina gina so o ma ne nya sesa nye na wotie na wakofa ne free ne na ne je fie no wofa
so ba no so nya benefit free be man ho bia ana wofa wo ma ne nkwada
enya ba ne na wo ma no enya ba ne na wo nkwada na ma be ma no wofa no pani bi ka asem bi o se sawodi ade ma no na se ade wo tumi se bi nka ho a obe make sure say ade no
won se no
sanya be ya wo ba na masia ba beje wade o so ade no wo hye so yie wanse no ba de ani na wo mu oba no wo wantumi ensiesie ne body ne bi anka ho o ne no funa na wo be fa na ye ofe wo ko ye ne mewu flowers bi wo fie ha me ba bete wo de ne ko bi on la so ye flowers.
Etino woba no ema be man restore ne virginity ma no wan say man nya babu no biem no man mpokwa ne nyira gina so biem
na wo ko fo ba foforo no wo ye na ne bibia gina so kama na wo obi de na wo de wase ne na ate egu no wo se me de ne ko wo de ne kwa mo akwa fa emema kure ya mo se ye de ye mpe bon one ye mpe bon two why you be bon one why you be bon two de ne kwa so wan ne kwa wa no.
Okay ma me nti o last one e bia homa ne tum
naturally maybe say yankopon ama naturally no say it is not possible to become a virgin again after having sexual intercourse. The concept of virginity is social bra nti yankopon waka kire me after scientifically maybe say almost so science almost say it is possible in a way. So surgically hymen means maboni dia HYMEN hymen can be restored by suturing it back immediately after the rupture, or a new hymen can be recreated with the remains of the torn hymen at a later date. Hymen no mo patchen say virginity no asem no mo ken. But we be say how can a lady restore her virginity? Scientifically, I'm saying kubebraba, ndobebraba. It is a open. Some restore virginity naturally. When you go back and say any year, so far as I know idea, she won't go any year. Moska, our the journey them say die because of 1 or 2 reasons. It is a open. Surgically, because my dear, met me up when ya to abe one hem. Sabini I said you home up and pump side and side manai and ya kasa virginity chere saying. 2. Met me to talk to Ndrobini at one on Numbia ko yem e be atu ane ade ade ahye baby a e de aye ho kama. E be sa ka atwom. Say na mo friend virginity no. Nka ntwom no. E be ka atwom kama. E de amount. Na wo ko se be na fufuro nso yusu na se e tight man na se ofili ade ne dia. Ojejeje. Abine na me de.
Asam ne ya broso.
The
question is
restore your virginity.
Asem na mama no what can wodi bi manase woni bim.
Woni bim. Wodi bim maka se restore the amount me jawa de.
Wodi bim.
Odi bim maka me nka se me pese me jawa na me restore ma wo. I can restore it for you, but still you need the divorce in there.
You can restore the virginity
with my money. Money.
Obane no fun no de ne be ko betumi aye say
money. Yes.
Me bua.
I have money.
Yes, shadi o wofa. Ni enti na ma no fo ni gina so ne se. Ene akwade bia enum da. Enti na gina so na ho ndi ni ginim. Ye ka se restore no function no so ma no. O kwanya ne he.
Okay. My yemfa afrefo na etiefo nso adwenkyere kakra. Yemfa o madwenkyere kakra. E wo ha oh okay. Yemfa o madwenkyere kakra emfa eye ensemu yi ho. Me ba cha obetimi afra ba homa no susisi a 0248071174 0248071174 de oba na request no ana de oba na demand no ho kwan se o demand for saa de na ada wo se ansa na obejai eye bema no ensan so ma nya virgin biem no ma ni mpoku anyina gina so sene wo hu no foforo no na etie no. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Mami udi da bi afrefi
me kasefu anaje me di anti sabaina
yentie wa no pay
me fa show asam no ba na ka no me nya possible.
Okay,
me yoba okoware no onim so okoba ma ni tia saa de ne beba so e na ojitu mu na o ma be ma ne ye no ho ade be ma no okotua ni ti so ka ta me de oba na ekofi akobobra me ne be ya saa de na me ne na wo nti oba na jitumu because one can say okay me virgin me no kwatena na me ma won fa ho nka me so ka sanka be ma no ware no nti oba na jitumu mo ko fie so mo hina de mo adwen baako e na ebo mu a mo yes ade no emra be ma ne ye na ojeje ho no one can say kina be ma ni jana obema be ma na ma na nufu aye nti o mo hina de mo adwen baako na ye
okay
so bi fufura ka onka na saade ne de eye nature ntimi nya ho so.
All right, Auntie Sabrina yeah that's papa yemfa foforo. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Osika.
Ofa odi baby afrefi.
Oh, ya fa mo kranche me ka se fra sankagwa.
Ma yentie wo fa kranche.
Yo, we de mo so me amokan de ni kan pa na. No no say na be de oba na nga so ne ho kwa so ka sa asem no. Me so be ma no so me so ya virgin am so betun ya mama ye. Hey. Ena no so dan kan ha. Ena ma na bamba ku kwa no na nufu je nyina wo za tetefo ma ye wa no. Afaru esi so nya profit na nufu na gu. Di mu na be si o ma na yi.
Okay.
So ba no nya se bi aka. Why?
Okay, yeah that's pa. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Me pa cho udin baby afrefi.
Ba cho me the Bismarck me ka se please stay ready.
Yentie wa no pay.
Ba cho komane won na nso me de ma no tumka.
Me pa cho yentie o.
The Obani Canadian ain't many possible, sir. The entire so make us and so say, maybe a Berman croak for ban, maybe Obani a young. But see, I know Obani is what they do, baby. So, maybe I see how we never you see how we can say, on restore virginity, mono. And now, dear, very possible. So, I say, bear, Banny say in drama, droning, and maybe obetunya support o hono mo obetunya ama ebi a stress max ni sa se nya o se o bless ni be ba so no obetunya ye den ay ama no wa se nya obi bi aba be on to me ka se bi a or restore virginity amount there. Be no there possible.
Okay. Yeah, that's a papa. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. We were. Hello, good morning.
Morning, director.
Of our team, baby, are free fee.
Pacho, because I'm free AK.
Now, if I say,
the frame is down.
the Pacho in Tijuana pay.
The Pacho, we feel a program. I'm way on the pana.
There is you. I'm saying, when Timmy and Yinaso. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Ofre baswa entio hu TV no so enya se be delay why wadaroma hello good morning.
Hello good morning.
Of our din baby afre fi
your friend Daniel because of Takoradi ma travel
me ba cho yentio we
I'm just enjoy program no pa
okay
Osika baby appoint na wo fi ba no nipa bebre nyanti afi o oba ni fi ba no nipa bebre nyanti afi oso oba be fa no e virgin
that's right
na ni nufu no ejeji na so wa kwa yi siriya ma na ye bre o package wona hwa ne ngofa na nchi tisi e ube ko nu akokonya esukọ nu ma bia online minti oja oba no mo kan kwasi ebododo Ghana mbema mo samaji ni chia ona buduka ene na powerful ndama fi
ya nso ya da se chi atako ato abofo nyina ama ye hello good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Of our din baby afre fi
Dr. John ni Laura
John yentie wa no pay ye
my said that story no our kind. It's either say a deliberate say Bemano while you see Obano keke and our pese or Jano, but Obano so pay aware no. Say the kind of make what you.
That's right.
Obano say o pese or Jano restore my virginity back beboa. It means say let me hear from Sobia or Awaremu and Bemano I say wakoto car for or China beer egna accident opposite or diko see kokompe mewa
that's right
and minim say
hello John Kafra
and a bemon say what said that jam and a Obama say opposite with jam there then restore my virginity back until the woman was right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Chia Laura phone nyina ma hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mame, udin baby afre fi.
But your friend get nkase fi takwa.
Ma yentie we.
Mpacha de oba ne kan me ne ya adwene fa.
Won ne ya adwen.
Because them ware no na anko agreement say me ware na 3 years time me jaw. Into ware oba no ye virgin. Now na kwasa na 3 years we jani there was all restore virginity send you been to be one obefa.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Wow. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Mami, udi baby afre fi.
Bacho me fi me ma manda. Bakata fi me manda.
Me ba cho yentie we.
Bacho. Mini wa faya jempa say oba uncle is son get me money.
Okay.
I ain't oba ne kata. Na oba no ma men pata da so wale ana. That's me so oba no.
Okay.
That's well the news are all soda. Alentia oba no kata. And me wa faya jempa. Sana on wa koy wa yen surgery. Up and down ya wa yen surgery mana wa kun baby.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Of our din baby afre fi.
I'm about to from justice have me kasi point.
Me ba cho yentio justice.
What's in there? My men at American I know this quality. Now obey that what did that is the question. Obey that what did that. What did that yeah. I'm Miska. Miska no one. None of my questions jamu. Na me penya ma yamu. Na binana odi ma menechiro. The moment now bed tray. And they are so media no open them there.
I see, yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, yes, sir.
Of our D baby Afrifi.
But you're from ADK, Mikasa Titano Crew.
ADK and Tiwano pay.
Me Pacho.
want to me a car member of MPP. Now I want to me a station, FM station, and my radio side number.
Yeah, and okay. You go so here ho adwuma. Why?
As an apartment meeting, the friends an apartment conversation with you. We could we are not here to 6 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, you go so here ho adwuma. Wadaroma. Latest by next week the number. Why?
Amen. Osikani I say Osikani our team so I'm not going to say.
Amia.
Me who kasa over I am kasa no wakano. Okay. Line we mu twi.
Yes, here that's Yediki. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Ya me ado me ho ye odi ba bi afri.
For me alaji some trophy burger.
My enti alaji sir.
Pacho then a problem no potting. Be mano any obano ntem. Obano requested this.
Problem no potting dear as we speak now no we are not privy to the problem but the substance of the matter they say obane say be mano ebeja no pa no apene so amane dia or restore the virginity mano no ma ne breast no so enyina so mano
the virginity restore virginity dey to restore but other parts ni dey e betimi aye ho bibi
okay
Sorry, question there. No.
Enye
yi.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Of our team, maybe afraid fee.
Indeed, Mohammed, the Kasoku Kumasi at the beam show.
Yenti one of Mohammed.
You young Shiramo. The woman said, Mojumana Moya and Yamin Shiramo.
Amen.
Adena ya na modebana ya na distunya ho ade nti wo me problem ne say asam na modebana asam mo susini ena mo chaisini so samo so asem no mo anki hu adikonti abema na si ojaya aware na ena be me yatimi agu asem we o anu ane so si ojaya de e hu de yaka.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so yeah, that's Nyamisha. Yeah, for last one. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Mommy, would you be afraid?
Yes, I'm Rita. Me free bois sound.
Okay. Auntie Rita, you
me pato, be man dey. Oba no ndi ni virginity no ndi ne nufu no because me man aba no saa no mutie. Saa no mutie o. Omo no mu yusu ya. No I said that pay kwan bi so any allegations are not possible. Jaw no sa ko for no sa yusu. Omo de saa no mu yusu ga na mba no saa no ma stay alive. Nti oba no onji na so no ndi ne virginity. Ndi ne nufu. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's it, Papa. My for this final one, fracture. Good morning.
Good morning,
Papa. Would you maybe afraid if you?
Pacha, me the James Aban, me can say Mosiaso.
Mosiaso.
Pacha, Manso Mosiaso.
Oh, okay. I don't know what here for side.
No, we do Antwerp Kruma.
Okay.
Manso Antwerp Kruma, no branch of Fansiana.
Okay.
Now, but a branch in Mosiaso.
Wow, I see. It's a Ashanti region.
Pacho, Ashanti region.
Me Pacho Yenti Weminia.
Program in a basso. Now, the thing say, Obama Casano. The American say, obey to me, age now when you know, so no bet to me are very age number. They come or Beman and they were in a money there. And the Beman is bet me I and new for me. Ne virginity no.
Okay.
Amano.
Okay.
Pacho, the American so no bet me are reversing age now, but yeah. And the Beman is bet me aye. So to me, they are no who say, I'm your body, our ball, a wahoma, nimpa.
Okay.
And to the Asino, a banon so or did to me say, Kwarani and Media. Ena Beman should do some crying and Kwarani and Diana so did to so more that they are and the Beman bet me aye.
Okay. My nasi I watch ya a Mosiasu fu nyina e de amaye ene adopay. Abuziafo adwenkyere na ba. Adwenkyere na ba.
Na ne de kan no abrantie wo free takwai. Me da sinyami shiraw. Over some Maria won't share bio.
To be 101.3.
Bio.
Okay.
E wo mu 100 years na ba ku bia ba. Aha nyame nta mo wo mo. So mo de dem akoma kunti nyame be shiraw bebre.
Okay.
Na wo fa ye nua be me wo friend last. Bibi se o. O ase ye ni hye enye yie. Ye ni hye enye yie. Se ye ni hye na enye yie de na aware ye tinam awu. Wo fa. Aware ni ye tinam awu. Aware nso ye ni hye enye yie. Sasa mo member kure mo num asema ma ye nso ye ni ate. Mo se mo mpe bon wan. Wo hye oba na ni nufu ate egu ana mo seresere no. Enti na ne kasa mu nso kan asem ba ko bi so se eye nyame abode a waye ne saa. Enti meme nyina na no pe me ka kire mo se nufo no eye nyame abode a waye ne saa. Enyina so afebo ye de ebegu.
Okay.
Eye de ebegu ya me kaka se bi kire mo se nufo no dompe nim. Enti ntwan ma obi nka nkire o se nufo na wo se gina so afebo. Dompe nim no wonim nyansa nche nyame. Wafa. Dompe nim nti kire se do ade dompe nim o kire se betumi egu abia. Wona egu. Wona ya dompe wo mlegu. Wonsa egu. Enwu ye edaso gina so. Enti ade nti na wo pese nufo na no so dompe bi anim no egina so afebo.
Okay. Osemaba finally yentia.
Yewo adawofo bi wo omo mpe brand new cars. Adadawa cars nkwa no mpe. Alacha no. Nti o man brand new car no hunu de on fanye. Because o hwe ne body ene ne su ne ban ne hunu like o hwe no car wo pe. Nti o mema bi won so asa wo mpe ma o mo ye fresh. Ompe on tu adadawa fo no. Nti o type bo nti no se me gya no kra no a owo safo ni bi ho a o metumi aso no mu. Tu me ba choma mkasa. Oba bi so ka fra kire mu se awade ye kwa emema no an ye nkwa ntuani agreement bia emema no bebre ye to ye pese arade nke na agreement form o kanu be 1 year bi 2 years bi hu na ya
contract
contract so mo penis hade a you know me den e be ko into a contractual ayi na chese awade no ayi den ya ne sa
contract time no so na pese renew and renew
yes intino so mo penis hade e be ko ne sa na ye de ama wo mo intino na national no mate ase me hu no sampa dodo na amenye hunu se yen restore virginity nti so yo oba na sa den she otrim dia forget it and the tatwo sister bi so free po ase se po ase se emete so po ase ase mbema bebere nu a yesu ne ba no yesu omo ana ejai oba barama bana so be yesu eja obehunu man twene barama ne mba wa akwamu mudi nneoma bi eti afefade bi eti sika phones ne nneoma bi eye ewiase mu afefade enne mba ne bebere nu adi etire edom ho koto fenem amaniem nti se wo kono se unu se barama no aye ready pass on obetena uhunu ana de ye kan wasem kwampanya mpana twa awade ya wade mpo na wie sa no nti man bebre on se sesa no kwa no kasa no kwa me pese me bu attend ye but no tun se no nkasa no biribi adwuma bi edi no ana wade won experience e kasa sa but se bare me ba na so be bu afa so a ohunu metie yi na se be ka kira abana sa abana pese me no etwempra I've already introduced myself to abana se me wo yire ama wo miensa ba dia se yawro so sa obi yawro ombra
ngose obi market
oh me de obi
yaro kuna mania watcha manso wo fia
kan
obi market
kan obi
kan so obi
same obi omo em se obi o he bia
wo nyina engage
edi se abena ma no ho kwan na se osika wa wale
ai
ana se mami ba wa mfa na ntia me meso menim ana abena so osika wa film si ntia man si me no yam sa oh edi osika ka cha abena sa abena mani jo ho a wono no pa ana obema no ho kwan mo ne na ayeden aye sa ade no on pa on so on ma ho but ebe betumi edi wa fefe echi wa ho fe yi a wo se prince amida amen ne wadi wachi wo se peter odochi ne wadi wachi na wa ba be di etire na eja ebu abo no nti ma no aso mo ka ho bi ana ebu mo ye de kuta ya dwen ye de na mu o
me ma ne kuro ma dwen na mo de nam
na se chance me ne mu wa so bia
e ma no sum kuro ma dwen na mo de nam ana
e ma no yesu en fa ya dwen nam
okay
me ka che me bia se wo fa efri sa break no bon one enware bon one be ma
anyway
mama ya bon one na say e ba ko oh yeah me say hey so wo ba
no frefre
na me me bon one
we are ka referring the ma wo fa na me ye no ho adwuma kakra
ya bon one nti me say me
why a big mistake.
Big mistake, but Debbie.
But on worry, on your banty.
On worry.
Oh, a big mistake.
And a big mistake.
And I had a perfect match.
Someone pebble on one. No one probably no for a gua. Yes, she
pebble on one. Okay.
He's a no. It tells you that he's a potent person.
Yeah.
He's a potent person.
And your banso no so back na say won so wo kwa for ba person no wo na mo bra na mo dore meboa enti wo so ba no so wa wo pen no e wo so hu so na chese we die wani a wo ha mo so mo wan na mo nya me
normally no expiry date e chimba na na etumi e pese e ho fi no o say expiry date da mo so
okay
enti
yen ka sa mo buy ho expiry date
ye da mo ase abusia yen fa eneda de ni si ase ye da obi bia so kro brem is exactly 5 minutes gone past 9 tie we ma me ba Yabeko in Katia Chrome electoral area near ne honorable photo edi eye enkomo kakra yeba.
Reorganization any ekumye in Kabomono were able to win power again. Enti enne media mesramo. Some way support to win, some way support to win. Oni amfantonje na se ekuru ye baba bia mu so a ene bi gina akatene regional and national executives say omuma amnesty from Afoko Alam to everybody that has been suspended omuma amnesty yamfra omumra
intimate to uncommon so Master Red anyway Africa so I will say Osi good morning. If the incompetent John Mahama is afraid to sack Sami Chemfi from the office, we the good people of Ghana are assuring him that we shall force him to resign because Ghana belongs to all of us and no one is above the law. Ono adi ode baye I don't know where should you odi abanye. Also good morning to your team. I'm enjoying the program. My name is John from Kasua. Okay, thank you so much my brother. Sabi Bwache the way free Asama Kesio say Osi good morning. Nana Akufo-Addo should come for his tone. Karma is indeed real. Sami Chemfi has been cleared to go and sin no more. So the action and inactions of President John Mahama indicated clearly that the so-called code of conduct is just a rhetorical and a mere talk. We now have the real clearing agents in the system. Orion will say the question that is on my mind is, so if any of these public officials breach the code of conduct and apologize, will the person be cleared of wrongdoing? 2, do we have president now as we speak? Your guess is equally knowledgeable as mine. Same Boache sends this one from Asama Kese. Wafake the way free circle, New Plan Station, Accra, or the bio say. Special greetings to Mr. Dollarman, Sami Chemfi. President Mahama so clear. Mumani di nawai. Teacher Kujo anyway free tepa and Susu will say, Osi good morning. Regards to Abna Sewa and Ochemaba, I definitely know the dollar cash gift saga will come back from the presidency without any punitive measures against Sami Chemfi. Now, President Mahama has taken over the clearing agent title. Going forward, John Mahama will be addressed as Clearing House, which is synonymous with the incompetent one. One way or the buy, I don't know. Eric Kwekubuadi patriotic voices anyway free Bechem. Or say the NPP government also deserves credit because of some of the steps they took, which played a key role in the appreciating of the Ghana cedi. This is the result of reserving more gold, which was touted by the NPP government and infamous gold for oil program. Amisco Spelele anyway Africa Swa Republic and the buyer. Or say so if President John Mahama can clear Sami Chemfi's dollar gift saga easily, why has he refused to reinstate revoked public sector workers' appointment who passed through due process to acquire their job offer? Lord have mercy. Where do you aba or say your friend OPK go so or say regards to Amankwa Ejare Isaac NPP Sunyani West Constituency second vice chairman and incoming NPP Bono regional organizer Samuel Osei Sakodie or say the chief clearing agent Mahama, after clearing some of the NDC current and former appointees who were facing trial on corruption, has now cleared his darling boy Sami Jemfi after breaching the code of conduct of appointees and the laws of Ghana by doling out millions of dollars to Nana Grada, and is just 4 months in office. So Ghanaians are now seeing the true colors of John Mahama and the NDC in condoning corruption, and this is not the rest they promised, the reset they promised Ghanaians. Already I will tell you by I don't know. We see a friend Obama, if you quote for say the pardoning of Sami Jemfi by the super clearing agent John Mahama shows how NDC cuddles and pamper bribery, corruption, and opulence. I don't think anybody expected different results than this charade. In all this is their time so they can misbehave anyhow and give funny explanations to clear themselves, but Ghanaians are writing everything down. We will speak in 2028 to reject them. Already out the buy and Master Planner Kintampo and if you say Sami Jemfi has finally been cleared by his darling father, the super incompetent chief clearing agent, after discontinuing several cases of corruption by NDC officials. It is clear that they are not ready to fight corruption in this country. Where is oral today? Ghanaians are watching closely. One idea what they buy. I don't know. Yeah, that's papa for a year. Your message. Yankona Yanko kind do one. I don't so amount for the abano and so enfan count enfa emau. Odo the befa 0248071174. Na yetimi aken kind the amount. Teacher constitution anyway for you amwase. Or say good morning. I'm enjoying the conversation today. Or say if a week or more without electricity is what they will give us, we are ready. We warned Ghanaians about doom so under the NDC's John Dramani Mahama, but our warnings fell on deaf ears. Ghanaians must live with their choice. Greetings to Koka and Owusu Bempa. Inshiaeso NPP chairman hopeful. Wano edia otimi ade baye and so I don't know. Yankoye bi ewo eye Facebook na yantoa eye enkomo no so ewo ha se ene anopay. On Facebook no Western Diamond TV. Dudu aba enie. Where do you aba or say okay. Or say Man Ghana NDC or say watching you live from Abosuokai Zongo Junction. Or say please let the food soldiers feel the job opportunities because we have wives and siblings to take care of them. Please. Already or the buy, I don't know. But you know say NDC for no Moma food soldiers na mo no mo ye adwuma no. Moma mo so nya appointment ni adwuma ni binye. Esan say wo mo yere ne ma. Sir Kwadi Opoku was Oscar, good morning. Now President Mahama is back home, thank God. Or say things are not easy. I was told Ghanaians should tighten their belt because difficult times are about to come. Or say Oscar, this Mahama administration is not. We shouldn't expect anything good from them. Whatever he said, he can't do it. It is just mouth talk, propaganda and deceit. Oscar, my name is Takoradi Opoku, watching you live from Kumasi Kote Extension. On radio the buy and so I don't know. Masawood Kumasi Bantamadi or Diabo say the looming power crisis has caused fear and panic in the country. We are urging the current administration to act immediately to secure fuel supplies and stabilize the power sector to avoid plunging the country into total darkness. Regards to Chairman Odinhoku Kwapia. One already or the buy and teacher constitution we are say if the NDC decides to cut off electricity for a week or more, so be it. We warn Ghanaians about doom so under the NDC John Mahama, but our warnings fell on deaf ears. Ghanaians must live with their choice. One already or the buy we say good morning to you, Oscar. More fire. You are doing a great job. You are doing a great job for Mother Ghana. Or say your friend Lancelot. PK or the free Kuntukrom or Diamba Ridge and the way a buyer. Derek Ayetesi, good morning my brother. It's the Abekam and Sa and so Hana Yedika Aboboso and so etime the amount. Yanya some few text messages snaffy Yankranian fa and then uncommon NC. We are trying to get in touch with the assembly member, but we are told to say he is in a committee meeting subcommittee meeting enchombe wientino ye hwese yensabe kanu anafi enkomo ho nso yetimi ene no adi etine no me pa chaw ti betimi aye messages no from the other side anka be me de pa anafi yetimi entoa so enkoye ni mo edase okay we say Oscar, good morning. Stop talking about the president. He does not read and does not respect us, period. Simon Obuasi Chichere eno di free eno de ebaye. We eno say Oscar, mark my words and put this on record that there would be more demonstrations under this government than any government that has ever come. Obuasi Chichere Simon edia ode ebaye edi ni nyina no mbua. Ana okay. All right. Anyway, I don't know. We should have some 15 minutes gone past the hour 9. Want to me 101.3 Western Diamond Television. Western in the morning. Jubedi so ena impre we. Earlier on, no make a show say on the 9th of March, 2 days answer the finance minister Dr. Kezel Atuba forcing. If you are present here, 2025 budget statement and economic policy, no, and yet we'll call a year Kalije Twitter space, and also I don't know echo year interviewer, and yet we'll call engage Ghana Mebunu, Ejo my drink say, Obetin to my drink be at a rap budget in Mu, Nafe Yahoo Queen Befasua, you bet me as Sosa a year or how no and so I know with regards to a year and Mebunua, a what Memu has said. To my surprise, you know, me say, budget statement, throughout the budget statement, you know, yan to say, yera Kezel Atuba forcing, elbow a year, a Mebunua, one could do come one hand whole what our budget in mu. Na and rather, and yan crate be mountain so, even though finance ministry, no, at their bar, one more air cassa a fake dear, but a fake mpa, Madaroma, Bibisa Akoso. And you know, a car or my Ghana boy, you know, to organize a year, sir, you can't say, Twitter meeting, no, Wadaroma, Mumma Ninya available, no, because, sir, a canoe babato mountain, so I must say fake, you know, a cabibo, a cost so ever, sir, when point the true reflection of whatever cost a buyer, Wadaroma, there is a cost, and to the moment a year. The specific cost cost or minor for a year you can say that particular pre-budget X space workshop no na yenso ye hunu ba bia susu ande brode ye hunu enso ebeko akwakugu be pa cha MC am de ye post to be e de amount fato so mame we e kalije ne Kezel Atuba forcing e yusu ne X page no and an X space no for that particular engagement with the youth, you know, proud to the 2024 general elections, you know, and yet we host two, and this is for noa. Now, woman campaign, no, host two woman, and you know, we can clearly say, sir, Kalije is an NDC activist. TBM Kalije no or NDC activist. Proud to election 2024, no. Ohostu NDC for mperinfo no nyina wo mo ka bi wo nyina no ohostu wom ya tofa to sobabe enti on the page no say build up to the elections I hosted 2 presidential aspirants, members of parliament, parliamentary candidates, communication officers, ministers and the general secretary of the NDC. I conclude with the 24-hour economy with Kali hashtag. We officially end at 2 p.m. Over 700,000 views and counting. Abusia, I don't know. And I'm told to say, and yeah, way at that screen so no. But I ubi ebu kakra ma yena ke be de pa. Because me hunu ye cheda wa ha mehunu George Opariado Pablo the current NDC youth organizer emfoni wa ha enei oye minister in charge of ono kwa ne secretary hefa ni portfolio ni hwan hefa mo mekai me afi mehunu Malik Basintale enso ewa ha enei ojina wayi wona ye CEO edema wayi oye deputy national communications director of the NDC misansu hu ye baba okankwe aga ikrade se baba Adams ada one Adams baba Sadiq hunu baba Sadiq nso ase Joyce Bawa Mutari the almighty Joyce Bawa Mutari ni mfoni ewa ha ene kalije hostu no afei the almighty Samuel Jemfi the almighty lawyer Samuel Jemfi acting CEO Gold Board Sam Dollar me hunu mfoni wa ha afei me hunu honorable Senator Rollins mfoni ewa ha me hunu the current energy minister honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo mfoni wa ha say me hunu the current foreign affairs minister honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa mfoni wa ha me hunu honorable Sam George mfoni wa ha me hunu Fifi Avekwete mfoni ewa ha me hunu Elvis Efriye Accra mfoni ewa ha say etino was to all these key NDC you can't say executives ewo ne X space no eso na the woman say was to safo we nyina wie no was say NDC fu amane kapreba tiebiem wo amane kapreba we proud to the 2024 general elections kapreba ni wo amde man no no se me na me ni hobi enti se party na ba mu nene wo mo control Ghana sika nyina dia se o hostu the current finance minister ewo ne X space definitely one concert pan kwa there will be a budget and clearly budget no enamo mountain so no ministry ni say anya no kure yate e de ya budget so enti no ministry ni pese ye giomu dia wa mo moden no mo fa budget wa mo de fund Dr. Kezel Atuba forcing on appearing on Kalijay's X space engage the youth proud to the 2025 budget statement and economic policy amase be fie no wo mo fa eho eka wo mane boye enso emfa emra asempetia wo mo de ba na be twa nsem we so wo ma fa ma ya be azumu se figure se wo mountain so no sa pepepe ena enei eno nso etie etino sa nkomo no ena ewo ho no afetie ano da nchan so a enkomo ba ko bieru miensa akamu no quickly e beti dia free on afei yatimi asode djumadie ni so me pa chaw currently as we speak now no wo enkraya immigration Ghana Immigration Service wamo clear enkwada wamo gu ekwan ho wamo edipa wamo sresre niam afri enipa bi ho okwan ho na afei empanimfo nso a wamo gu kwan ho sresre niam no Ghana Immigration Service ene wamo akwakopiem ewo enkran aboso kai ena wamo sa operations no wamo wi a wamo mra Takoradi wamo nko Kumasi na afei baby bebre wo ho a nkwada na atiegu mountain so a wo sresriska wo egu kwa ho nso no wo modern na wo enko ne kra no me pa cho pu essay pu no public utility workers union wo say area abanya wotiswei the energy minister honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo emmo modern pa say ene ya yakasai we be renegotiation of IPP contract bi wo ho a ene NDC aban John Mahama by 2013 to 2016 take or pay agreement bi the contract bi osensan ya e de eka ebe since o my Ghana komu no aban dada no try say Wabe abrogi seeking this opportunity to wish DJ Cheese or PH1 TV happy birthday in advance. Ana ayene. Okay. Actually, my wishing a happy birthday. Happy birthday going out there to DJ Cheese of PH1 TV. The phone in that hono. DJ Cheese PH1 TV. Happy birthday. Yame edi afeba kwa ka unfi ho. We efri yaro eho. Or say ye mau awoda pasronko emfa emau. You know, happy birthday going out there to DJ Cheese of PH1 TV. Yame onshaw. Abusha yade nkomani nyina no esi hase. Yena production team na se Ochemaba ASN Chill. Yeda se Abna se wa beni ampon yeda se Michael Yaro MCR yeda se Sabo Dingo ne gina cameras n'echi Kelly social media mana prek technician on duty. Medin the Osikani Frimpong Manso metina mu de ma berma ba na kunadu abupra ya am general manager metina mu de ma no na me pa chawo awiabo a na pramutu a hia abra ne Ochemaba awia pramutu breka sebo wom de beba no na ebo nso a Ochemaba betena se wo de omani puntuo dwumadie no e de atoa so e de amao me pa chawo nkoma aka kire nyina no na ebo a hia Ochemaba na won fa ni nyina no e ma me down asemu a ye ka na ye de asoso no enie abusia uhia unua asreche na chia no nipa nsehwe ye nche na nipa ediamia 6 feet ayadakatia adumbidum ye ne a ebe sanso ahia anopai Accra mu nyina.